adding to the discourse on safety with artificial intelligence. ABC's Alex Stone.
Meta says it was a misconfiguration, is how they put it, by an independent company that does cybersecurity evaluations for Meta. And they say they inadvertently gave Meta's models access to the internet during this test, that normally it is enclosed and they don't have that access. That model was then able to get online and exploit a security flaw in another company, get in and manipulate some things.
The Dow from Stifel's down 402 points to 53,946. Some debris on 55 going north at Butler Hill. That's got the right lane closed, and road work on 70 east at Wentzville Parkway in the right lane.
We'll be dealing with a changeable sky as we go through our afternoon, along with scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms. Nothing really severe, but there could be some brief heavy downpours of rain. 85 for the high. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, some scattered showers and thunderstorms around 72. Friday, partly sunny, a couple of showers and thunderstorms around, kind of fading as we go through the day and into the evening. 88 degrees. The weekend continues to look dry, though there's a warm-up on the way. Saturday, sunny, 89, 90 degrees. Sunday, sunny, and up to 93. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM. KMOX.
Sponsored by Financial and Tax Strategies. We've got drizzle, 75 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
You know you're getting older when your back goes out more than you do. I've been helping families prepare for retirement for over 38 years. Tune in to Wealth and Wisdom with Gary Goldberg, Saturdays at 7 a.m. Or visit checkwithgary.com and let's help you retire younger, richer, and with less anxiety.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Good afternoon, St. Louis, DGS 104.1 FM KMOX. Happy Thursday to everybody. We're getting there.
We are making it work.
Long ass week. We're getting there. One more day. How's everyone?
Good. It hasn't been that long of a week for me, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
But I'm just coming back
Good
from
for Betty.
vacation, you know.
You had all that energy stored up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, it's already Thursday. I'm going to randomly play a Wolfmother song.
I saw them.
Really?
They opened for Green Day.
When was this?
Oh, when Nick was small. Yeah. Producer Tom and I took him and his buddy.
That's
fun.
when
we played putt-putt golf at the glow-in-the-dark putt-putt place at Union Station that was clearly a drug front.
Right.
Yeah. Because when we went in, we're like, 4 for putt-putt, and he's like, I'm sorry. Like, we'd like to play the game. He's like, well, let me look around, see if we got a putter somewhere.
Do you remember where the show was at?
It was at Enterprise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fun.
You're questioning me like you don't believe me.
Oh, yeah, well, what songs did
What
they play,
exact
Dave?
date was that, Dave, so I can check on the internets to see?
Name 5 Wolfmother songs now.
Let me start with this for today. So I come in and I go back and I check with my producer, Andrew, and I see that he has something in a Tupperware.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks oddly like it might be Sloppy Joe's. And I love Sloppy Joe's. And for years now, I've been intrigued by the Stolz family recipe that clearly great-great-granddad brought over from Germany, where you just put ketchup in a hamburger.
Special ketchup.
And I've just always like, dude, I'm from South Roxana, but I'm not a hobo. I'm not riding the rails cooking hot dogs over a burning shoe or anything. And so I had to have one, and I am not kidding you. It might be the best Sloppy Joe I've ever had.
Look out.
Whoa.
It's good stuff, man.
It was really good.
The secret is in the simmering, I think, of the, because you cook it all together. So it's in the simmering of the special ketchup
And
as
what
I
is
call
this
it.
special ketchup?
It's just Brooks brand ketchup.
Not special at all.
Not special at all. One might argue the opposite of special.
Did anyone else think that there was ketchup in the Brooks water tower thing? I didn't.
Maybe one of you dummies did.
When you say cook it all together, are you putting the ketchup in while the hamburger is still raw?
No, I guess not while it's raw. Like you start to brown it, and then once it's nice and brown, you get the ketchup, and then you cook it in the.
Because if he did that when it was raw, that would be Alton, Illinois steak tartare.
Also, might be poison.
Yeah.
No, it'll cook, but the problem is you leave all the drippings in there.
grease, yeah.
It's going to be super oily.
I'm waiting for the bad part.
There's a little bit. I'm not going to say there's no drippings in there.
No, you
There's
leave
a little-
some, yeah, but I
there's a
mean,
little bit of drippings.
typical ground beef leaves a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel's making a face. Drippings is a bad way to describe it.
Yeah,
I feel like.
it does. It's not appetizing.
It doesn't
no.
sound appetizing when you say it like that.
That's not what it's called, though. Like technically,
I think drippings is
I
appetizing.
think that's what they call the stuff that comes off of turkeys when you make the gravy with it. You get the drippings.
I feel like if it's like a 5-star restaurant, then like sure drippings, but it's like we're talking about sloppy joes.
Yeah, those two things together sound pretty bad.
Yeah, and I like sloppy joes. It's just
if it's Andrew who keeps his hamburger buns in the hammock, it's not.
oh, you know those buns were in the hammock. When I went
It's
to
called the ham tree hammock.
when I went to Bible camp, the lady who would cook for us, she made some good stuff, but it was not like heart healthy. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
And her sloppy joes were so sweet. I swear she was just pouring sugar in it.
Yeah,
It was delicious.
Bible camp.
Mm-hmm.
My band used to play Bible camps.
Yeah.
We were
Not
huge
my
on
Bible
Bible
camp.
the old Bible camp circuit.
What if you did play her Bible camp? How fun would that
That
be?
would have absolutely never happened.
Oh,
we don't like rock music.
Oh, no.
No.
You
I don't know
could've,
what kind of Christian church you thought you belonged to.
You
but-
could have met young Dave in his lightning bolt shirt. So, saw the Odyssey last night.
Yeah.
We have Janelle coming in later, so that'll be fun to talk about. A couple things first. We went to Ronnie's, and I had not been to Ronnie's in years, and it reminded me how much I love Ronnie's. And we went over to Three Kings first. I don't know if you guys have been there at all.
yeah.
I think so.
We had chicken wings. Man, fantastic.
Nice.
So if you're down south, Lindbergh, stop there and get some chicken wings. And I thought this was funny. So it's the Odyssey. And we've been talking about it for months now. And, you know, Nick bought his tickets. Me and his buddy Ian and I went. And great seats. And we're, you know, the lounger and stuff. And I'm all settled in. And the screen goes black. And it comes back up. And it says, the story you're about to hear is real. And I'm like, here we go. Here comes the Odyssey. And then this kind of normalish looking guy comes walking out and sits down on a chair and starts reading something from a notebook. And I'm like, this is odd that no one mentioned this is how the Odyssey starts. It turns out it was a Charles D'Angelo weight loss commercial. But but it was shot such that it made you think this was like the next trailer, the movie was starting.
all right.
And so, like,
Interesting.
yeah, it took me a minute to filter that out. I was just like, oh, I got to recalibrate here.
Did you get hit with the Greg Marcus?
Oh, my God.
That guy needs to stop.
I like him.
Oh,
I
I
think
hate
he's
that.
fun.
Just fine.
Why do we need though? Like, I'm in your theater. Why do I need a commercial for your theater? I'm there.
I think it's
you
nice.
got me. You had me at hello.
I think it's nice to have the guy who owns the theaters do a little skit and go like, hey, you know what?
Nah.
A lot of theaters out there. A lot of people don't like going to the theater anymore. Thanks
My-
for choosing me.
my-
I think that's cool.
Nah.
See, I didn't know this guy existed. So I didn't know what was happening. And the next thing I know, there's this skit with this guy.
Yes.
With the Super Troopers.
Yes.
And not one thing was mildly funny.
No.
And it was very odd and awkward.
Yeah.
And I think someone slipped me a gummy before the movie.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I felt like they had slipped me all of them. Like I literally looked at Nick and I'm like, did I hit my head? Am I still at Canoyer's office?
See,
Like,
it started the way Andrew's talking about. And if it was just that, like a little 10, 20 second, hey, Thank you, guys. This is great. This is how movies are supposed to be experienced with this audio and with other people. That's great. Thanks for being here. Enjoy the show. That's what it used to be, and it's fine. I don't need skits.
No.
I don't need to see you like a good angel on one shoulder and a dark angel. I don't need any of that. You're not funny.
No one
Stop
needs
it.
No one
Dark Angel.
I know.
Jessica Alba.
that got kind of hot.
Well, he did.
I know. I was like, ooh, tell me more about this Dark
He
Angel.
did, I know his last one. He did like an evil version. He had his own evil twin, and they were talking to each other. It's like, stop. Just do the thank you thing. That's fine. It's enough. Nobody cares to see your face on the screen for 2 minutes while you're acting out your grade school skit. That's just,
You know what we call
that's
that?
just rich guy nonsense. Like, I'm rich. I want to be seen. Put me on the screen, buddies.
You know what we call that? Lack of whimsy.
Sour grapes.
Yep. No, not sour grapes.
Lack of
Maybe lack of
whimsy.
whimsy, yeah. But also just annoyance. Like, nobody cares about you.
I just didn't like it because I was convinced I had a head injury. And then it went.
You kinda do.
It went from went either from that to the Charles D'Angelo commercial or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like I need some time. So I was really bandaged last night. Because by the end of the day, I have to keep putting Band-Aids over Band-Aids.
Dave's like the Invisible Man.
It was like
Dave comes in like the mummy.
it was
Yeah,
it was,
through the bandages, like, that's a pretty good movie, Nick.
it was like a plate made of Band-Aids on my face. And
Bandage is looking good today. I see you got a new type.
I'm better at it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm getting good.
That's a skill.
But last night, while we were waiting to go into the movie, I met two different listeners. Both times it was a guy with his teenage daughter seeing The Odyssey. And the first guy I met, his daughter looked at me and patted her face.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, oh, yeah, I had a little surgery. You don't know how close I came to telling this poor 15-year-old girl the whole story. And then, like 5 minutes later, I meet another guy, and his daughter does the same thing. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I went into the bathroom, and the whole thing had come off in one big piece and was just flapping next to my face.
Just flapping there.
Just hanging there. Yeah. I must have looked insane. They're like, who's that loser? And they're like, oh, he's my favorite radio personality.
Something's wrong with his face. I don't know.
I could definitely see
He's
though,
having a
like,
bit of a thing right now, sweetie.
being at home, dealing with what you're dealing with on that thing, and just getting sick of it, and just wrapping a bandage all the way around my head to just,
Oh, yeah.
just like I just want to be done
like
with
he's
it.
got a toothache.
Yeah, just like gotta be done with it, man. I can't stand this anymore.
That is not a bad idea for sleeping.
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm so tired right now because I've just not been sleeping.
Okay.
Because every time I roll over, I hit it. But that's not a bad idea at all.
You could do the Little Rascals, toothache tape.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
it just seems like such a pain that it's always moving.
What was your favorite part of The Odyssey? Like, don't tell us like the plot line, but like, who was your favorite person in it? I guess.
Oh, good question. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. After all the kerfuffle about Elliot Page and playing Achilles and she's 5 foot nothing, all that kind of stuff, he was one of my favorite parts. I thought and I didn't know this until Andrew told me that character Sinon was not original; it was added as like a through line. I thought that through line was necessary. I thought it was really good. And I thought that Elliot's performance was really good. I wasn't distracted at all, like, oh, my God. So that was good.
Yeah, much of the argument that's like, this is not a Greek demigod.
Yeah.
This is a twink. He's a little person,
Yeah.
Little arms and legs. And it's like, yeah, because it was like a farmer boy who got like wrongfully conscripted into fighting.
I thought that, a little bit of, it's not much of a spoiler because y'all know there's a Cyclops. And if you've been alive for a few years, you know what happens with the Cyclops.
Right.
And when that happens, the Cyclops makes a sound that I have never even imagined in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And it's super, super loud, at least in our theater it was, and it, like, affects you.
Yeah.
That was really something.
I think that was my favorite part of the movie. Like
wanna-
I've just never heard anything like that before.
You want to hear my takeaway, though?
Sure.
It's really pretentious.
Oh, yeah.
Janelle is going to hear this, and she's going to drive faster to get down here to make fun of me. But there were times during the movie where I was cognizant that as good as the acting was, it really was, that the acting didn't fill up the cinematography. The cinematography was so amazing and so big and so vast that Anthony Hopkins could have played every part and not filled it up. But you know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
No, I agree. I actually agree with that.
Open ocean and the boat and all this stuff. And then someone would go like, they'd say a line. I'm like, oh.
No, I think I'd go ahead and sign off on that. I liked the movie. It's not one of my all-time favorites, but I think it was really good. But I think a lot of it was the visual. Like the stuff when you had, like, what are your favorite parts? I loved the part with the Lastrygonians as they come bashing through the woods coming after them. Like, I thought that was really cool.
I had seen that part of that scene on TikTok several times. The whole scene was so much better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Combine that with the Cyclops. Those two are really cool, just sequences, maybe the better way to put it.
Oh, Janelle's giving me trouble because she doesn't understand the concept of what I just said. It's okay. You have a couple hours. You'll catch up.
Go watch it again.
Go, yeah. It's going to be fine. Okay.
All right.
I feel like we lived a lifetime during that segment.
Feel like you went on an odyssey?
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Brew, and I feel like everything in my life depends on being connected. Whether I'm uploading a video, hopping on a call before my show, or video chatting with my family back in Michigan, I never have to think about my Wi-Fi. And that's why Xfinity stands out. You get the most reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi with the best equipment at one price for 5 years guaranteed. No contracts or commitments. Plus, you can get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Use of fiber or coaxial cable. Learn more at xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that.
Don's Garage Doors has been serving families since 1998, and now we're bringing that same great experience to the Lou. We take pride in having a neighbor-first approach to doing business with local technicians who are your neighbors. Don's Garage Doors is new to the area, but we're not new to working extra hard to earn customer trust, one garage door at a time. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Doors.
Don's Garage Doors, Don's Garage Doors. When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
Tell you guys about Michael's. I was just texting with Mike last week, and look, I'm going to be honest with you. We don't talk that much. We've been together 24 years, but we don't talk that much because Mike is not only my most loyal client, my longest running client, but he's the easiest. He just he trusts me. I trust him. He doesn't need his hand held much. And when we do talk, it's always really cool. When I first met him, I remember him giving me some advice that I have used in almost a quarter century, 4,000 or 5,000 live endorsements a year, and I come back to this advice. He said, Dave, you're going to do a bunch of lives for me. If you get caught and you just don't know what to say because it's your 5th time in the week talking about carpeting, just don't try to make it too funny. Don't try to make it too interesting, too sexy. Just go back to the basics. It's not rocket science. And I've not only used that for Mike, I've used that on all my clients. He keeps it simple. He always says, tell your people that if they go to a flooring store and they're confused at all, get back in your car and go somewhere else. It's not that complicated. Shaw, Coronet, Mohawk, all the name brands, they're going to have 3 or 4 lines within each brand with the entry level and the middle and the luxury, the room where you're not allowed to go, that kind of stuff. And Mike's going to be at one of the stores, and if not, he has given distinct operating orders that if someone comes in and says they're from the Dave Glover Show, you absolutely don't let them out of the door without giving them the absolute best price to reflect the fact that so much of his business over a quarter century has been from you guys. That's michaelsflooringoutlet.com.
When pain starts to slow you down, BJC Healthcare and WashU Medicine orthopedic specialists are here to help. Nationally recognized leaders in orthopedics deliver care that's informed by research and personalized for you. From everyday aches to complex injuries and recovery, we're here to help you get back to doing what you love. Find an orthopedic specialist today. Visit bjc.org/orthopedics or call 314-362-9355.
And Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Built on a century. Focused on today. The voice of St. Louis. KMOX.
You know, I saw Wolf Mother open for these guys.
I thought I heard that.
Yeah. Couple more things about the movie. I knew during a 3-hour movie it wouldn't just all go well. But within the first 5 minutes, I realized, and my guys with me realized, we had a serial sniffer.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you'll remember this, Rach, but years ago, I did a bit on the show, because I go to movies by myself a lot, where I had a serial sniffer. For all I know, it's the same person. And I
They
feel
just following you around.
I feel a little bad because this has to be a mental condition. And I can say that because I have OCD, and when I was a kid, I had it terribly, where I'm making facial grimaces and I'm talking in puppet voices. I don't think this person had a cold. I think that they are compelled to do it because they wouldn't sniff at all, and then they would sniff 20 times in a minute.
Yeah.
Super loud. And so I felt bad for them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're like, should be a sniffing section. like a peanut allergy.
It's tough. You know what? It's when you go out in public, these are the risks we take.
Yeah. Get what you get.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, small price to pay to see Matt Damon on the big screen.
Yeah.
I do it over and over again.
Where else are you going to get that movie magic?
Absolutely.
Where else are you going to get the skit from the rich guy that owns the theaters?
Yeah, Edgar Marcus or whatever his name is.
Edgar Marcus.
Martin
I like
Marcus. What's his name?
Greg.
Greg Marcus.
He doesn't look like a Greg.
He looks like his name is Martin.
No, kidding.
He looks like a big sweetie pie. That's what he looks like. Big sweetie pie who loves the movies.
Did he give you free tickets or something?
That's what I'm gunning for.
Give the rich guy affirmation. He'll like, here, buddy, here's some tickets.
No, I really don't mind him. I think they're fun.
I will say, though, that this is the kind of movie that in the years to come, if I'm watching and I'm flipping around and it's on, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like from wherever it is.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
it's going to have a lot of rewatch value because first of all, there's so much in it that I think the more you see it, the more you'll notice.
Yeah.
But also, look, it's got good action stuff, and you've got a good revenge scene or two in there. Like those are cool. Those are fun. Those are rewatchable things. You get those moments in a movie where it's like,
yeah. Vic says, Dave, didn't you leave Oppenheimer due to teenagers? No, I left the Demeter, the last sail of the Demeter.
Oh, the last voyage of the Demeter. I made like 10 minutes through that movie and just bailed.
Yeah, and it's not like Dave can't take teenagers. There is a policeman with his hand on a gun.
Yeah,
it might be a bit much.
That's what I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to watch that Charles D'Angelo movie.
I catch that new Greg Marcus flick.
So Luke says that he is a serial sniffer, and you know it upsets him. He doesn't like being that way. Throat closes up and gets all scratchy. I need to clear it. But I love this sentence. So to combat it, I have to get a large soda.
Good job. That's a good job, Luke.
Luke, absolutely understand the reasoning behind it. It is
Gotta
funny to
do-
be like, I have
Hey,
to.
let's be real.
I must have
Gotta do
a
what you
large
gotta
Dr.
do.
I don't
Pepper.
even have a sniffing, coughing thing, and I have to have one of those when I'm at a movie. So, yeah, we're on the same team there, Luke.
I will say, I mean, I know we've been talking about our boy a lot, but go see Dr. Knoyer. My dad was a serial sniffer, and we basically forced him to go to Knoyer because we were like, we can't live like this. I can't have you doing this all the time. And it was not long before my brother's wedding. My brother was like, I can't have you doing this all through our nice
Your brother's saying
wedding.
his vows. He's like, hold on, Dad.
Dad, stop sniffing. So Dad went to Knoyer, and I think he had the sinuplasty kind of deal with the balloon, and no sniffing since.
Nice. Tell you guys about John Boyardi from E3 Wealth. Talk about him a few times a week. John is a very cool dude. I've known him, it probably goes all the way back to the start of the show. He used to be on my show on 97.1 a lot. He did his own show for about 7 years in the weekends. Very cool guy, very soft-spoken, very intellectual, but don't confuse that for weakness. He's very aggressive. And here's the thing. I know so many lawyers who have legal problems. I know so many doctors who don't take good care of themselves. There's just something about talented people, successful people, where they just have blind spots. If you own a business or you're an entrepreneur and you're doing very well, but you don't enjoy the financial side of it, the planning and, whatnot, or you're just not good at it, or you had someone but you lost them, this is exactly what John does. There's no doubt in my mind, as good as your business may be, that John can take it to the next level. He also helps people to pass their businesses down to family or to sell them to competitors. It's super easy. Go to e3wealth.com, give him a call, let him know you're from the show, get together with him, see what you think.
We don't just cover St. Louis, we share it. That's why the stories you hear every morning aren't just headlines. They're about your neighborhood,
Ferguson's police chief took the stand in day one of
your roads,
Westbound 270 North County just had some volume on
your Cardinals,
Riley O'Brien strikes out the side in the ninth inning.
your community.
I'm Tom Ackerman.
This is Debbie Monterey.
I'm Megan Lynch.
Total Information AM, weekdays on KMOX.
Here's Dave Murray's weather forecast.
Scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms will continue to be around as we go through our Thursday afternoon. Some brief downpours of rain, but I'm not really expecting anything severe. 85 for the high. Tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms, otherwise partly cloudy skies, 72. Friday, partly sunny, but still a couple of showers and thunderstorms scattered about 88. They fade Friday evening. Saturday, sunny and 89, maybe 90. Sunday, sunny. Have to call it hot again. 93 Sunday afternoon. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Weather sponsored by Renner Garage Door, forward and back, RENNER.
Giddy up! Cardinal Cowboy here. Summer heat can put your garage door to the test. Stay ahead of the game with a Renner Garage Door Summer Tune-Up. Plus, score a free repair or replacement quote and $100 off a new garage door. Forward and back.
RENNER.
Hey guys, Kevin Wheeler here. Let's talk about FanDuel Sportsbook, which of course is the official sportsbook of KMOX. If you're looking to get more out of today's games, of course today's just a regular schedule in Major League Baseball, FanDuel's got you covered. Because right now, like literally right now, you can head to FanDuel, go to the app, open it up. You can claim a profit boost that you can use on any bet type for today's games. I've already used mine. I set up just a straight up, by the spread bet. I think it was, I don't even remember which game it was. I think it was on maybe Pittsburgh. It wasn't that one. For a little while, it was one later on in the evening today. But anyway, it's there. It's free. It's easy. You just have to tap claim now. You grab the token. You apply it to the bet. And that way you get bigger winnings without having to risk anything more. Maybe it's to back your own team, right? You could look at, of course, the Cards don't play tonight, but you could look at your own team. You could look at another team you like to follow. Maybe you like the over. Maybe it's just the number that gets you. Whatever you're feeling, you can use your boost to get more out of the bet. So just go to FanDuel.com/Missouri. That's where you can get started. That's where you can learn more as well. And FanDuel is your home for home runs this summer. Just remember, you have to be 21 or older and present in Missouri. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. You can see terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons. And lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Give the gift of a magical experience at St. Louis Union Station when you take a real train ride journey to the North Pole aboard the Polar Express. Meet Santa and experience the magic of the Polar Express story with hot chocolate, treats, music, and sing-alongs. For those that truly believe in the spirit of Christmas, head down to St. Louis Union Station this year. Book your golden ticket before they sell out at stlpolarexpressride.com.
Save big on auto accessories at Menards. We have what you need to keep your vehicle looking like new. Give your car the care it needs with Max Power Car Wash from Turtle Wax. The more you use, the stronger the cleaning power becomes, allowing you to effectively remove dirt, grime, and more. Save big on Turtle Wax products. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Get inside your Redbirds in the 2026 season every Tuesday at noon. It's All Access with Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol on your voice of the Cardinals, KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS and KMOX 134. So I saw this story this morning and I wrote it down, but I didn't vet it. And I figured it was just stupid. So I was going to present it as stupid. And then I was listening to Chris and Amy this morning and they had Matt Pauley on and he confirmed I think it's a real thing. Wheels, did you hear about how the Cardinals had difficulty getting Wi-Fi and service Sunday evening to make trades because Noah Khan was in town at Busch Stadium?
Oh.
And there were 50,000 people all doing stuff on their phones.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Things you never think of.
Yeah.
I would never have thought that would even be a thing.
Facebook Live or something.
Huh.
So.
Pretty interesting. Couldn't they just make a phone call?
I don't know. Guess stuff wasn't working.
You don't got any landlines over there?
Surprising. Rach, tell me about the birthday thing that's bugging you.
Oh, okay. So it feels like every year there is a new birthday trend to do on social media. Recently, I have seen this trend of like women my age and older typically. And it's like you bring them their birthday cake and the birthday cake says like 21. And then they take the 2 off the cake and they replace it with a 3 or a 4. And the woman like starts screaming and running away.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've seen so many people do it and nothing against any individual who has done it. I just find it a little troubling that it's like the worst thing that could ever happen would be getting older and I'm screaming and running away from my cake. I can't enjoy my birthday now. It's like, it's a privilege to get older. It's great that you're getting, like, what you want to not get old. If you don't get older, you know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just one of those things. And I don't see men doing this trend. And I think it's because, well, men aren't under the pressure, as much pressure to like stay young forever and be, as desirable and, fresh as possible. But I don't know. I hate to see people playing into it and being like, oh, no. Like, even if it isn't a joking way, it's such a huge joke at this point that I'm looking at it going like, let's find another joke. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I grew up in the era of the black balloons. Like when you turn 40.
Right.
Yeah. Over the hill. Lordy, look who's 40.
Nobody does that with 40 now.
Really?
Well, now it's like 40's the new 30 type thing,
Yeah. I mean, it's fine that's the way you should be, but it's still okay to like poke fun at people when they're your buddies and you're just messing around.
Right.
I think about it all the time. I remember when my parents turned 40 and they had this cane, and it was like a kind of a gag gift where you'd keep adding new things to it, like a horn for beeping people to get out of your way, and just like all this more and more elaborate decorations about being like elder, infirmed level elderly on it, and then now I just it's like I'm almost 40.
Yeah, don't be giving me that stuff. No.
Yeah, I'm like, I hope I get a teddy bear.
Well,
I'm a baby.
I feel like I feel like Wheels is right, and there's a difference between like joking around with your friends and having a party like that. To me, the social media trend is just a little troubling because it is tied in with social media. And on social media, the whole thing is like, don't I look good? Don't I look 10 years younger than what I actually am? Like, isn't that what's most important? But my skin is clear, but I got rid of all my wrinkles. And it's like, sometimes it just feels like we are being hypnotized into valuing these things that actually do not matter. Like, I'm all for taking care of yourself, and if you want to get treatments done and stuff to make yourself feel good, then sure. But in the past, 5 years, there's just been this explosion of it's expected that you're going to have cosmetic work done. And, the worst thing that could ever happen is you look your age and all this. And it feels like we're building to this fever pitch with that.
Yeah.
So then when I see a trend that's like, ew, I'm 40 now. Oh my gosh, I'm screaming and crying. I'm running away. It gets under my skin. I don't like that for the women I see doing it.
I just don't like it because of the bad comedy.
Well, it's also not funny. That is another element to
Very
it.
performance. See, that's the thing I don't like about it is the performative nature. It's fine. I agree with Rach. I do things that help me stay younger or feel younger. I don't really care so much about the look part, but I get that. But then to go seek attention over it on TikTok or Facebook or whatever, not only do you need to do that for yourself, but I have to show the world, look at me. It's like, okay, calm down. Do what you feel good doing, or what I don't mean even psychologically, physically or psychologically. Great.
Yeah.
But do you really need the constant affirmation from comments going, you just don't look your age? Oh, God, stop.
The thing that surprised me in the last few years, having a daughter who's 21, is how many girls that age are getting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't mean to sound like an old man, but you're 21, you're 24.
You should enjoy this while it's happening.
Yes.
Please do not, please enjoy it. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Is you are very beautiful. I guarantee you, if you are 24 years old and you are listening to the show, I promise you, you are gorgeous. There is nothing you need to inject into your face. You look really, really good.
Amen.
Just treasure it.
I would also be concerned if it was, if I were talking to someone about that, starting that early, is that going to mean more maintenance over time?
I would think it would have to.
Things that you may not have had problems with at 35 will now be problems because you did this.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think what it does is it gets you just on that train.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard to get off the train. Not because if I stop, then it all melts. It could. I'm not sure. But I think it's just, this is the norm. I'm used to now seeing my face look totally different than it originally looked.
Mm-hmm.
And I would imagine that would be kind of hard to stop.
Yeah, mine, because obviously I'm decades older than you, so mine is different. And I've said this before. The one that offends me, and I get it every day on my iPhone in the news, is you're not going to believe who this is. Can you?
Unrecognizable.
Yeah, can you guess who this 90s star is? I'm like, yeah, it's Heather Locklear. It's
It's oh my gosh, she looks like she is the age she is.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
And I'm going to hurl.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the
She's
subtext
no longer
of
28.
these headlines.
My God.
The constant throwing around of the word unrecognizable.
Yeah.
You'll never see.
It's called aging, you jerks.
Yeah.
There was one recently about that they did about that, and I forget who it was, but I was like, so it's the least shocking thing ever that this person that used to be young is now 80.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Yeah. What did you think happened?
Yeah. She looked like this in 1980. You won't believe what she looks like now. Well, she probably looks 46 years older.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not weird.
I have seen people talking about, because there has been such a rise in plastic surgery, and a lot of people want to have Instagram face. And whenever you're all going for the same look, then you kind of all end up looking the same. That's just the way that works.
Yeah.
But I have seen a lot more people talking about like embracing their natural features because those are the features that were handed down by their ancestors. And I think that's a really beautiful way of thinking about
it's a great way to put it.
Things you may perceive as flaws.
Yeah.
I think it is also one of those things that has it's another arms race in terms of money.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's going to be another separator between, the rich people who can do everything and they're going to do everything. And we're going to show you we can do anything we need to. Like, oh, great. So congratulations. You look awesome because you have a personal chef and you get plastic surgery and you have a trainer that you pay for and you don't have to go to work because you're rich. Like, oh, well, gee, I wonder why you look so good.
Right.
Because literally all you need to do is worry about that.
Speaking of beauty, did you see the report that Donald Trump has more hair?
His what?
He has more hair.
I haven't seen the report. I have seen a lot of like jokes around the hair recently.
This happened like yesterday.
Okay.
What do you mean he has more hair?
It's all over social media. Just Google it. It's all over social media.
Okay, people.com. Did Donald Trump's signature comb over get a boost? His latest appearance sparks debate.
It's thicker.
It is looking quite full.
It's thick.
Yeah, something's up there. Or maybe he just got like a really good hairspray. Like a volumizing hairspray type thing.
I don't know.
It's so funny to picture him going to Target and like looking through the aisles.
Well, that's the thing.
Picking up the bottles,
like
comparing them.
he's constantly spray tanned.
Mm-hmm.
I got no problem with that. I get spray tanned sometimes. But I guarantee you the spray tan I get at Bronze in Clayton is factors better than what he gets. I don't know.
Well, yours is subtle.
I don't know who's spraying him, but
well, I don't think I think he probably just does like a bottle of Neutrogena or something himself. I don't think he has like
leader of the free world.
I don't think he has like a spray tan artist coming into the White House.
I would.
That would be a sweet gig if he did, but I don't think I think he does it himself.
Baron, do I have dry or oily hair? I don't know which bottle to get. Help me out, son.
Did you guys see the kerfuffle at Joey Tomatoes restaurant?
No.
I hate
Tomatoes?
him. I just hate him based on the name. Nothing good happens at a place called Joey Tomatoes.
I would like to learn more about Mr. Tomato.
So they had a big family come in, and they ordered, I think it was 5 large pizzas and 5 drinks, and it was a birthday, and they spent $250, and then at the end of it, they brought out a little birthday cake and said, hey, do you have a knife we could cut our cake with? And the only reason it's a story is because the owner was so vile about it. Because I know, like, when Nick worked at steakhouses, they didn't love you bring in your own cake because they want to sell you a dessert.
Sure.
But the lady just went off on them, and now the internet's divided about like, well, they sell cakes, don't bring in your own cake. If you spend $250, you can bring your own dessert.
I don't know. I mean, most restaurants have a policy very specific on that. Most restaurants will say no outside food or no outside drink, or, like they have, what do they call it? I mean, is it just called a cake cutting charge? Or they have, and I know they have a bottle opening charge, like places that will let you bring your own wine. They're going to charge you to open it for you. I don't love that, but most adults in the United States should probably understand that most restaurants do have a policy, and all you need to do is ask in advance.
Everything's so simple for him.
Well, I mean, I'm a dummy, and I've heard it. Granted, I worked at restaurants when I was in college and all that, but it's not that uncommon, a lot, especially for like family-owned restaurants.
Okay, Wheels, here, let me throw a wrench in this. The people who posted the video said they called Joey Tomatoes ahead of time and asked an employee if they could bring a cake, and they were told that it was okay. And he also says they offered to pay an additional fee in order to bring the cake. So these people came into the restaurant thinking they were cool with their cake.
But they offered to pay a fee, but now they're mad that there was a fee?
I don't think they're mad that there was a fee. I think that, from what I'm understanding, just looking at this article, there was a video that was released, and the video, unfortunately, starts halfway through the interaction.
Well.
So who knows what happened?
As always.
You know what I mean? But this woman who owns the restaurant was yelling at the group and saying, like, well, what if I just brought a cake into your house and did whatever I want? Who knows how the interaction went up until then? But I think we can all agree she should maybe keep her cool a little bit
well,
more. Like, don't scream at your customers.
That was the next step I was going to take. Is it's one thing to have a policy and enforce it. It's another thing to get weird about it. And now you're viral, and it's not going to help. Oh, who knows? Maybe in today's age, it'll actually help your business. Just the fact that it went viral, people are like, yeah, I support you.
You know what it reminds me of is here in St. Louis at 360 Bar, where they had the cake and they lit the candles, and the manager was so mad and blew the candles out. It's like at that point, the policy doesn't even really matter anymore because you have acted very inappropriately, and you just crumpled up the rules and threw them into the trash can.
So much worse.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, you don't blow out another person's candles. That's how witches are born. We all know this. Secondly, like I wouldn't care if one of you guys blew on my cake, but like
I don't want a stranger blowing.
I don't want a stranger
blowing
on my cake.
No.
Yeah. Unless that's what I'm paying for.
No.
Yeah,
she definitely. I haven't heard it yet, but I'm looking at the video silently. She definitely is losing her mind. The owner is.
Yeah, she had a bad day.
She's very aggressive.
Well, she's married to Joey Tomatoes. She's Mrs. Tomatoes.
Mrs. Tomatoes.
I mean, it's on the Jersey Shore, so this is very fitting for the Jersey Shore.
Yes, it is.
This is my wife, Cherry Tomatoes.
She's like, yesterday we had to put up with Snooki, and now you're bringing a cake into my restaurant.
And I say this, I spent a lot of summers, like we were on the Jersey Shore pretty much every summer when I was a kid for a week or so here or there because it was close to where my grandma lived. And it's cool, but it's very Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Tell you guys about Timberline Professional Tree Care. My friend Ben Barnett, who owns it. You can find him at stltreecare.com. Again, a couple of reasons that you would be interested in a company that does tree service. One would be, like today we have a little bit of weather. If we got some winds and you lost some limbs or maybe even lost a tree, you're going to need that cleaned up. You're going to need it all trimmed up. You're going to need it removed. We do that. If you're looking to plant trees, not only do we do that, but Ben is a certified master arborist with 7 other certified arborists on his staff. They know exactly how deep to plant trees. That's one of the biggest problems they run into is that some Yahoo out there will plant a tree and too deep or too shallow, and you spend hundreds of dollars in the tree and it's dead within a couple of seasons. We can diagnose the problems. We can fix the problems. We can take out stumps. Anything at all you ever have tree-related, just remember Ben at Timberline. STLTreeCare.com.
The 3-2 pitch with the runner going a swing.
Ready to elevate your game? Join the MBA Sportscasters Forum on Tuesday, September 15th in St. Louis. Learn from Cardinals beat reporters, broadcasters, and Hall of Famer John Rooney as they break down play-by-play, reporting, interviewing, and covering the game. Then cap off the day with the Cardinals versus Giants at Busch Stadium. Step into the booth. Sharpen your skills. Go to KMOX.com/events for details and registration.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Paramount Men's Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Paramount Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined, and the best part, at Paramount Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 314-720-8444. 314-720-8444. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 314-720-8444.
Your bathroom should feel less routine and more daily escape. At Michael's Baths, they can transform ordinary bathrooms into a beautiful, comfortable space for homeowners across St. Louis and surrounding areas. And now they're introducing new premium walls. If you love the look of stone without the upkeep, you're going to love this. Sleek, durable, designed to elevate your space. For a limited time, enjoy a free rain shower head or upgrade with safety features like grab bars or a built-in seat. Call Michael's Baths today and schedule a free consultation. 636-775-0800.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
All right. The guys think that the president may have a new wig.
Which is fine, by the way. I don't care. Couldn't care less.
Least of my worries.
Yeah.
Maybe the wig will make him smarter.
It's a little rat under there. Telling him what to do.
Yeah, a little Remy situation going on. He starts walking all weird. Weirder. There is no one. This is an accurate statement. There's no one I lose my temper with quicker and more often than my Siri.
Just turn her off. Or him. I know you have a boy. Turn him off. Get him off your phone.
They have a new thing. They always have new things. But there's this new thing that, like, because I do a lot of navigation. We all do. You know, navigate, blah, blah, blah. And it'll make this weird dystopian sound. And then they tell you something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate the way they do it.
How does he do it?
He does it with personality. And I don't like that because you're giving me bad news. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And I'm stressed because I'm in a car. And blah, 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 you know what I'm saying?
What does he say?
He says it in different ways. He'll say like, "Oh, something's wrong."
Oh, no.
Right?
No.
Isn't that annoying? You're like, just freaking
get to the point.
Just freaking say it. Yeah.
I turned Siri off on my phone because I felt that Siri was jumping in when she didn't need to be jumping in.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there was one time Siri like called someone.
What?
Yes.
What do you mean?
I was speaking about someone and Siri called them. And then I was like, nope, we're turning this thing off. Yeah. This is never happening again.
Was it an awkward person?
No. I mean, it was fine. It was just like, this could have been.
Just unexpected, yeah.
If this were to happen in another situation, it could be terrible.
Man, that's awesome.
So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. And I have not really missed Siri. No offense, Siri.
Coming up at 2, we have attorney Brad Young. He's always great. 2:30, we have Mike Claiborne. 3 p.m., Janelle's going to be here. DGS Happy Hour, Mike Elam at 4. So good show lined up for you ahead. Tell you guys about Stewie at Stewart's American Mortgage. And I'm so glad that so years ago, Stewie and I had a meeting. He and I haven't even talked about this. And the one and only time, true statement, in my 26 years career, I was kind of rude. And we didn't end up doing business together. But I think Stewie remembered it, and he should. And so then 6-8 months or so ago, he, hey, let's meet again. And we just hit it off. And now we're true buddies. That whole thing was totally my fault. But I say all this to say I really feel like I know him now. He really cares about his clients. He has told a couple DGS people, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do a loan right now. Here's what you need to do. So he's not just looking to money grab because he pays your fees through the bagel loan. Looks like, zero. No one can touch his financial terms on a debt consolidation, refinancing, original mortgage. And for a limited time, he's taking your interest rate down 1% for your first 12 months of your loan. So let's say that your credit score and everything qualifies you for 6%. You're going to pay 5% for that first year. Just a nice thing that he is doing. Here's his cell phone. You have any questions at all, do not hesitate to call him or text him. He'll get right back to you. 314-324-4440. 324-4440, NMLS 226715.
You know, here in St. Louis, word of mouth still matters, and I'm pretty careful about who I recommend, especially when it comes to something as personal as estate planning. I'm Tom Ackerman. My family has been working with the Lederman Law Firm for over 20 years now, and the reason is simple. They don't just create documents and send you on your way. They help make sure your plan works. Because let's be honest, life changes. Family needs and circumstances change. Laws change. But most estate plans don't change over time as needs, circumstances, and laws change. They're outdated, sitting in a drawer. People assume they're fine, and their plan will work when they need it to work. At the Lederman Law Firm, it's not a one-time transaction. It's an ongoing process. They build a plan to protect your family and your assets, and then for a fixed annual fee, they help keep it up to date as both your life and assets change. Check out the Lederman Law Firm at ledermanlaw.com or give them a call at 314-514-9100. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. But at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited everything for just $35 a line. That's $35 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction and get unlimited everything for just $35 a month. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit Consumer Cellular online or in-store today. Price includes $5 credit for autopay and e-billing. Taxes and fees apply. Data speeds reduced after 35 gigabytes. Rankings done by 2025 ACSI survey.
St. Louis City SC and Schnucks are teaming up once again for our annual week-long food drive this Wednesday, August 5th through Tuesday, August 11th. Visit your local Schnucks to donate non-perishable food items benefiting Operation Food Search. And join us Thursday, August 6th at the Lindenwood Schnucks on First Capitol Drive in St. Charles for a chance to donate and meet a few City SC players. Join the effort to help City SC and Schnucks kick hunger in our city. Find out more at stlcitysc.com.
When pain starts to slow you down, BJC Healthcare and WashU Medicine orthopedic specialists are here to help. Nationally recognized leaders in orthopedics deliver care that's informed by research and personalized for you. From everyday aches to complex injuries and recovery, we're here to help you get back to doing what you love. Find an orthopedic specialist today. Visit bjc.org/orthopedics or call 314-362-9355.
News, talk, cards. KMOX AM St. Louis, KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
At 2 o'clock, we've got drizzle downtown at the Arch. Right now, 79 degrees. Missouri's annual back-to-school sales tax holiday begins tomorrow, runs through Sunday. Jodon Cheney of the Department of Revenue says clothing and many other items are tax exempt.
There are those things that are not qualified. For example, watches, watch bands, jewelry, handbags, other things are not included in that list.
The Department of Revenue has a list of what's exempt and what isn't on the website. In Illinois, the state sales tax is 5% lower for back-to-school items from August 7th to August 16th. Steve Ellman wins the 3-May primary for St. Charles County Executive after initially signaling he would not run again. He tells Chris and Amy he did not want an extremist to undo all the work he's done.
We couldn't agree on the facts. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But you're not entitled to your own facts in terms of what the law is and what can and can't be done.
Ellman referring to former state Senator Bill Eigel, for example.
We could not agree on the fact that the county executive has no control over zoning in the cities.
Ellman also says one of the most important issues to him is bipartisan work on the airport, which could take up to 10 years. One of the more interesting trends from the primary involved voters who skipped the partisan races altogether. Secretary of State Denny Hoskins says a sizable number of Missourians requested nonpartisan ballots focused only on the statewide constitutional amendments.
Some of our polling locations throughout the state did run out of those nonpartisan ballots and were immediately replaced by those local election authorities who brought in additional copies.
Hoskins tells MissouriNet turnout reached about 33% statewide, with roughly 1.4 million Missourians casting ballots. From ABC News, Senator Mitch McConnell has been discharged from a rehab facility, and his office says he is recovering at home. Senate Democrats, led by combat veteran Senator Tammy Duckworth, introducing legislation today to prevent the Pentagon from resetting war casualty counts by reclassifying the dead and wounded under new labels like overseas operations.
There is different statuses for how our service members are treated for their wounds and compensated if they are wounded or killed in a combat operation as opposed to a non-combat injury or death. And so this will affect, the family members of those who were killed in action, and this will also affect the pensions.
The push for transparency comes after what the Pentagon called a technical error regarding Iran war casualties, a practice that could obscure the exact toll of specific conflicts. Illinois State Police records showed that a man who was arrested after jumping a fence at Governor J.B. Pritzker's Chicago home on the 4th of July was not aware of where he was. Mike Krauser reports.
Police released a report regarding the incident totaling 102 heavily redacted pages. It was obtained by the Chicago Tribune, and it largely backs up what the governor has said publicly about the incident.
I do not believe this person was targeting me. I think this is a person who landed in a very unlucky circumstance.
The 46-year-old man, Dwayne Cortez Milton, is homeless. A member of the governor's state police security detail was on him immediately. The report revealed that the trooper, after seeing the man, rushed to intercept him, leaving his phone, radio, and body camera behind. And he had to stop someone on the street in front of the home to call for backup. Milton said he was trying to evade police when he jumped the fence and had no idea where he was.
The Dow from Stifel down 419 points to 53,929.
Well, we've got a ramp closure coming up starting Monday. I'm Roger Brand. That's when they're scheduled to shut down the exit ramp from southbound 270 onto westbound Manchester. The westbound Manchester exit will be closed for the entire week through the 14th. They need to replace a bridge joint and do other maintenance work. The detour is to continue south on 270 to Doherty Ferry, where you can either turn around and go back north on 270, or you can take Doherty Ferry west to DePere Road or Barrett Station to access Manchester from there.
Also having an accident in the right lane of 170 going south at Ladue. In the right lane there, crash on 255 going west at Lindbergh on the right shoulder.
Scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms will continue to be around as we go through our Thursday afternoon. Some brief downpours of rain, but I'm not really expecting anything severe. 85 for the high. Tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms, otherwise partly cloudy skies, 72. Friday, partly sunny, but still a couple of showers and thunderstorms scattered about 88. They fade Friday evening. Saturday, sunny and 89, maybe 90. Sunday, sunny. Have to call it hot again. 93 Sunday afternoon. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM. KMOX.
Sponsored by i3 Broadband. Summer celebrations are here. i3 Broadband keeps you connected. Head over to i3broadband.com/radio or call 866-806-5485 to upgrade today, because life runs better on fiber, and i3 Broadband is here for you. Drizzle and 79 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Thursday. Attorney Brad Young joins us. Brad, you just need a daily hit. You just need to carve out maybe 90 minutes a day for us.
Okay, yeah, I'll work on getting Steve Moore to approve my fees for that.
There you go. we can create a slush fund. That's not above our pay grade. We can do that.
Hey, we see lots of slush funds around. Not a problem.
What I want to start with, it wasn't one of the typical things. Oh, I know. I have a case I want to bring up here a little bit later. Hold on. Let me just make a note of that. Let's start with Dr. Fauci. I happen to have the displeasure. I've never been in politics. I've never been in the parliamentary procedure kind of thing. But, you know, from law school, you kind of get what's going on when you watch these Senate subcommittees and such. And it's just so frustrating. Like I was watching yesterday, and every one of these idiots had to be like, I make a motion that, and but anyway, long story short, they have decided to charge, I guess not a charge, but to hold Anthony Fauci in contempt. I'm wondering, first of all, what he's in contempt of. It's a subcommittee. And then the whole kerfuffle seems to be whether you can invoke the Fifth Amendment when you've already been pardoned. So take it from there.
Yeah, it's all theater. It truly is. And again, that's not anything that's associated with the Trump administration. I mean, it's been theater for decades. And particularly once you got the 24-hour news networks that were going in the 80s, it became all theater. But let's look exactly what's happening with Fauci, because it's very detailed oriented and there's a lot of moving parts. So first, the subcommittee voted to refer him for a finding of contempt of Congress. That doesn't really mean anything. It's not going to go anywhere, but it is the first step in a process. Now, the usual route is that you have to have it reported to the full Senate, certified by the president of the Senate, and then sent to the Attorney General for grand jury consideration if you're going to go get a criminal conviction. Effectively, that's just not going to happen here because you'd have to get like 2/3 of the Senate. That's not going to happen. But to get back to your theater point, they may go that route just to get senators on record. So then next time they're up for re-election, you can run those ads. And the great ads are always the ones that are in black and white, right? And they show the person with a real nasty look on their face. Yeah. And then you can run an ad that says, Senator Jones supports lying to Congress about the COVID, and then the ad goes on. So that's the theater part. The reality is that I don't think you're going to get an immunity deal here. I don't think Fauci actually gets prosecuted, but the theater will continue.
Wouldn't now I'm thinking like a lawyer again, but wouldn't there be an argument on behalf of Fauci that true, I have a pardon from 2014 through 2025, but that's for federal crimes. I could still be charged with state crimes. I could still be charged with federal crimes post January 2025. And so that's why I'm taking the fifth.
Yes. But here's what, if you could get Congress to actually work together, here's what could happen to alleviate those concerns. Because if the Senate voted by a 2/3 vote to advance notice to the Attorney General and move forward in that process, then you could get an immunity order from the courts. That not only resolves federal issues, but under federal law also would shield Fauci from state lawsuits.
Yeah.
State and federal. Once that happens, you could bring him back, have him testify, and he could not plead the fifth on anything, or he would be found in contempt of Congress.
Brad, the case I wanted to ask you about, I don't know if you've even seen it, but it's out of Florida, and they passed a law saying that you could get in real trouble if you own a business and you have a drag show and you allow children to be there. And it went up on appeal, and the appellate court upheld it. And the judge who was writing the majority opinion said this is as straightforward an example as I've ever seen of restricting obscenity. And then in some pretty scathing dissents, a couple other judges were saying this is about so much more. This is about First Amendment. It's not about you putting your moral judgments above parents, because so many, especially conservative people, are very protective of I'm the parent. I'm going to decide what they do, where they go, what they see, what they consume. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that case.
Well, it's actually not a new law. It's a law in Florida that's been around for a while. I read the story this morning and looked into it, and it's called the Protection of Children Act out of Florida. And you're right, they did hold that someone could be criminally prosecuted for allowing children. And see, that's the big distinction here, is that free speech arguments don't really fly when you're talking about kids. If you go to any school district and you tell them, in fact, the leading Supreme Court case came out of Hazelwood in the 70s, that they cannot say something they don't have the right. They don't have full freedom of speech rights. Kids don't under the law. And exactly where we draw the line, every case that comes up draws that line differently. But kids don't have. That's why, for example, you can search their lockers. You don't have to have reasonable cause, probable suspicion, none of that. You can search their lockers. So when it comes to kids, and I think this is what this Florida Protection of Children Act focuses on, is that you don't have a free speech right as an adult drag performer to necessarily perform for children. That would fall under time, manner, and place restrictions of the First Amendment.
What? But is this not a restriction on parents? Because this doesn't have to be this issue. Because if any state or federal government can tell parents you can't bring your kids to this thing, well, then why can't they pick another thing to decide that I'm not allowed to take my kids to? Why is what my kids are exposed to in any way the government's business at all? Unless I'm doing harm to my child. But you're going to have to really go far to make that case in this scenario.
Let's put it in a different situation here. When I was 12, growing up in West Frankfort, Illinois, I had all the beer I wanted out of the fridge in the basement, right? But could my parents have been prosecuted for giving me beer? And then you say, well, what right does the government have to say that my coal miner dad couldn't give me a Busch beer when I was 12 years old? Well, they have every right to do that. And so in this instance, we can debate whether it's harmful or not harmful, but the state has a heightened ability to regulate products and services and access to children because of the state's function to protect children.
Brad, I'm curious, how does the decision that something is going to be harmful for a child come into it? For example, obviously there are a lot of people out there who would say, well, friggin' duh, taking a kid to a drag show, of course that could be harmful. And a lot of other people say, like, you've never been to a drag show. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, and not all drag shows are going to have the same type of content.
If it was like a strip show, you have a great point. If it's just people dressed up singing songs, that's not sexual. That's just people singing songs.
Yeah, I think a lot of time. Go ahead, Brad.
Well, that morality is in the eye of the beholder, and so when it comes to state legislatures, that's why votes matter, right? So what is moral or immoral in Jefferson City or in Tallahassee, Florida, might be a lot different than what is moral or immoral in Connecticut or New Jersey.
I just find the whole thing's fascinating that.
Well, it's
because there are very clear lines, I think, from like direct harm, physical harm, psychological abuse, things along those lines. And yet when we get into the gray areas, and everything is subjective. And that's the problem with it, is that someone can then take another path that you're okay with, but they're not. And if they have political power, if they've got the votes in that state, well, now they can tell you what your morality should be.
Right.
Right. But then this is a great debate that we had in law school, Wheels, about can you legislate morality? And the answer to that is yes, we do it every single day. Every law that comes out is a legislation based on morality. We as a society have said it's immoral to kill somebody.
Right, but we do that thing because the vast majority of people agree. When there's a larger set of dissent or disagreement in a democracy, that should be considered where people are having a debate, right?
Yep. And it is considered. It's called the ballot box. So if the folks in Florida say, you know what, we want our kids to go to drag shows, then they can vote out the legislators in Florida who passed that law and vote in different ones. I mean, that's the ultimate power of the ballot box.
Except that everything's so gerrymandered in every state now, really not.
Well,
whether it's Republican or Democrat is not a distinction. Your only choice is, well, I guess I'm going to move to another state. Because in most places, you're just not going to make the change.
That's the sound of a can of worms being opened. Right there.
It is, isn't it?
These two are really having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I love this. Like, this is the part. Like, I didn't want to go to law school, but this is the part of law school I would love. Is that debate about these kinds of like nuances within it, because it's such a. I don't even know that I agree or disagree with any of the laws necessarily, but it's like, okay, then where do we stop? Where is the line? And if the line can move, then is it even a line?
Well, it is a moving line, and just like we saw in the Hazelwood School District case of freedom of the press, right? Those lines do keep moving, and that's why whenever you hear anyone say, and I know this is going to lurch into a different area, but it's still true. When anyone says that this is settled law, there is nothing that is settled law. There is no law in any area that is, quote, settled law, unquote, because as society changes, our laws change, our interpretation of laws change. So anytime someone falls back on that argument, that's just a false argument.
So, Brad, final story here. Alex Murdaugh, who I believe murdered like his whole family, he was given a new trial because the court clerk was evidently gossiping to the jury, and this shouldn't take you long, and don't let him fool you, and such. And he sued her, I guess, to get back his attorney's fees. He shouldn't have had to face that trial, or she ruined it, and he wasted his money. How did that come out?
Well, to me, this is a great story, Dave, because it has convergence of two ideas. Is that he's trying to sue this clerk, Becky Hill, because she was clearly gossiping to the jury. But his lawsuit got dismissed because he could not prove that other than Becky, talking to the jury, he wouldn't have had to have spent $600K on legal fees. So he would have been charged anyway because he did the crime, right? So that had nothing to do with it. So that civil case is dismissed. On the other hand, the state Supreme Court overturned his conviction because of what Becky Hill did. And now prosecutors have to take all this back to trial again. And we have to live through this entire trial scenario all over again because his convictions were overturned.
All right, Brad. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Encourage you guys to at least take a minute to think about moving some of your money to First Missouri Credit Union. I don't think Steve, the CEO, would expect it. I certainly don't expect it. I didn't do it. To take everything that you have out of your bank and put it in First Missouri. But First Missouri, there are advantages to being in any credit union. And First Missouri, thus the name, was the first credit union in Missouri. I've been with them for a couple years now. Really, really like them. They offer a couple things. We have the lowest rates on car loans. So much so that it's really become a thing where people are refinancing. I didn't know that was the thing. I thought you only refinance home loans, but no, you can also refinance a car loan. People are doing it at First Missouri every day. We pay you 4.27% on your checking account up to $100,000. So if you're someone out there that's got hundreds of thousands of dollars, why not move 100 of it over there and make more interest? Higher than a lot of CDs are right now. So 2 locations down on Lemay Ferry, both beautiful, one brand spanking new. But if you're not a South Countyan, like I'm not a South Countyan, if you don't feel like driving down there, once you sign up for everything, you can do all of your business at pretty much any other credit union around. There's one half mile from my house, one block from the studio that I go to all the time. 314-544-5050, the number one STMOCU.org.
History That Doesn't Suck is a legit, hard-hitting American history podcast told through entertaining stories. As we approach America's 250th anniversary, now might be the time to go back and learn how we got here. With more than 200 episodes, you can binge your way, decade by decade, defining event to defining event, from the founding into the 20th century. Join me, Professor Greg Jackson, for History That Doesn't Suck, an Odyssey podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Today, we're constantly taking photos and videos to remember our favorite moments. But what about those captured before the smartphone? What about the memories tucked away on aging VHS tapes, film reels, or in fading photos?
These cherished memories are fading away with time, vulnerable to threats like heat, moisture, and mold. But fear not, there's a solution to safeguard your legacy. Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Nick. Together we founded Legacy Box over a decade ago with one mission, to bring your memories into the 21st century.
It's time to bid farewell to old tapes you can't watch and faded photos. Legacy Box transforms them into digital treasures ready to share with a click.
Just like magic, your shoebox of memories is now safely stored in the cloud or on a thumb drive.
Over 1 million families have trusted Legacy Box, so you can rest assured your priceless moments are in good hands.
Don't let your childhood fade away on old tapes. It's time to digitize those priceless moments.
Fast forward into the digital age. Visit legacybox.com/radio. That's legacybox.com/radio.
Summer is here. Time to enjoy baseball, barbecues, and the shade of your trees. When it comes to tree care, call the certified arborist at Gamma Tree Experts. Hi, I'm Tim Gamma. Protect your valuable trees from storm damage or devastating insects such as the emerald ash borer. Knowledge and quality are hallmarks of our reputation. For pruning, spraying, fertilization, or removals, call Gamma Tree Experts today at 314-725-6159 or visit us at gammatree.com. Your trees deserve the best care.
And Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Muni in Forest Park.
Shakespeare meets showbiz in the Muni debut of Something Rotten, a hilarious mashup that closes out the summer on stage August 17th through 23rd. Your seats are waiting at muni.org.
If you owe the IRS, you have a legal issue, and you need the Lance Drury Law Firm. We'll protect your rights. Log on at lancedrurylaw.com.
One city, one voice. KMOX, the voice of St. Louis.
Welcome back, DGS and KMOX. Following up on the drag showcase out of Florida, we're just talking about it on the break. I'm putting words in people's mouths or thoughts in their brains, but I doubt that they would deny it. My guess is a lot of the people who would say, and by the way, these drag shows in Florida were quote unquote family friendly. So whatever that means, it means obviously not showing any skin, not stripping. It's a male dressed up as a female, singing, doing jokes, that kind of stuff. And Rachel was talking about, like, you know, what the objection would be. And I don't think it's about showing body parts. I don't think it's about the overt sexual jokes. I think most people who would object to it just don't want their children to see or maybe even know that people like that exist.
Yeah,
I think it's that simple.
I think that is the point, because a lot of the discourse around it, like, I don't think a lot of people understand it. Well, they're like, it's inappropriate. Well, sure, there are certain drag shows that would be very inappropriate to take a child to, because it's going to be raunchy. It's going to be a bunch of raunchy jokes and stuff. Yeah, obviously leave your toddler at home for that, or your 12-year-old. But, like, just the presence of a drag queen is not inherently raunchy or sexual at all. I do think it boils down to, I just don't want my child around that type of person. But, you know, we jump through all these hoops and we try to make it seem like it's so much more dark and dangerous than it actually is, when it really just boils down to, like, discrimination. And, you know, it's sad. And to be clear, like, there are women who do drag as men. I mean, this was never a conversation when I was a kid, by the way. It just never was. And then there were a few, like, drag story hours at a library, which, as I understand, you have the choice whether or not you want to bring your child to an event. I didn't know you were forced to bring your child to a public event. But it just exploded into this, like, this should never be happening. No children should ever be attending an event like this. It's like, well, you know, there are people who probably think you shouldn't bring your 8-year-old boy to Hooters either, but I guess it's your right if you want to take him there to get some chicken wings.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I was getting at and with Brad, it wasn't an argument. It's I just find the legality, you know, really interesting and the nuances of it. But I think that's kind of the point. If you, as a parent, don't think that's appropriate for your kids, great, don't take them. I'm not telling you should take your kids anywhere. I'm just saying
Also-
you don't get to choose for other parents.
Yeah.
Also worth pointing out, you're going to see a whole lot more skin and Hooters than you are at a drag show.
Right. Like the whole thing, it's like, they don't need to be like, what do you think happens at the drag show? Like, it's a lot of joke telling and a lot of singing, but like drag is about dressing up, not taking your clothes off. So I just get confused when other people, I don't know, just there's a lot of like, but what about when this happens? And it's like, I don't think that ever happens though. I don't think you understand what's going on.
But if there were shows
And that's okay,
that
but
was
maybe just
going
don't
on,
have such a loud opinion about it. If
Yeah.
you have no clue what's happening, maybe you could just be a little more quiet.
and if there are shows where that is going on, then I would agree that's inappropriate for kids to be there,
Yeah, of course.
right? But that would be true if it was just regular men and women that were dressed as themselves.
Yeah. Tell you guys about Universal Windows Direct. Talk about them pretty much every day. And you don't care at all if you don't need Windows, but you never know. File it away in your DGS file. And if, maybe a coworker or something goes like, oh, yeah, my wife wants to get new Windows and I don't know and blah, blah. You can be the person, check out this company. Very solid company. Really good Windows. So many people over the past 3 years from the show have reached out to Universal. They have bids. They've done the work. Not everyone, accepted the bid and put in Windows, but, most did. They also offer you a DGS deal for the last couple weeks. It has been buy 4 Windows, get 4 Windows for free, and 48 months of 0% interest financing, same as cash. Call them 314-334-2522 or just check them out, what they do at universalwindowsdirect.com.
Chris Ranchi and Amy Markscours connect you with the people, places, and conversations that bring our community together.
And now you get to hear about poo-poo in a box from a firefighter.
No, come on.
The hammerhead worm. And you get to hear about car fires.
And sinkholes.
And sinkholes. I love our newsroom. I think they're doing a great job.
From neighborhood happenings to local heroes, from everyday challenges to unforgettable stories. Chris and Amy, weekdays from 9 to noon on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
And Doug.
Hot dog! Get your hot dog!
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing?
I like your method. Direct. To the point. A little loud, but...
Listen, people don't buy car insurance the same way they do hot dogs.
Not yet, but both are customizable.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn!
Hey, this is a hot dog area.
And customize and save area. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Here's Dave Murray's weather forecast.
Scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms will continue to be around as we go through our Thursday afternoon. Some brief downpours of rain, but I'm not really expecting anything severe. 85 for the high. Tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms, otherwise partly cloudy skies, 72. Friday, partly sunny, but still a couple of showers and thunderstorms scattered about 88. They fade Friday evening. Saturday, sunny and 89, maybe 90. Sunday, sunny. Have to call it hot again. 93 Sunday afternoon. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Sponsored by Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty 314-325-6888.
Need to sell your home and you want the most money? The name to remember is Gloria Lou. Yes, Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty at 314-325-6888 and start packing.
It's 2:30. This time check is sponsored by Paramount Men's Medical Center.
Want to hear a shocking statistic? Medical malpractice is the 3rd leading cause of death in America. Don't believe it? Google it. And that doesn't count serious injuries like birth injuries to perfectly healthy children. All doctors wear white jackets, but it doesn't make them all the same. Most medical errors are committed by the same quacks over and over again. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Many hospitals looking for more profits are forcing doctors and their groups to be employees of the hospital or be forced out of their system. It's a troubling trend in medicine. People make mistakes, but medical mistakes are huge and often forever. If you believe your child suffered a birth injury or a misdiagnosis or mistake led to a loved one's death or injury, let our team of medical malpractice lawyers examine your case for free. No recovery, no fee. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Past results afford no guarantee of future results. Every case is different and must be judged on its own merits.
Get inside your Redbirds and the 2026 season every Tuesday at noon. It's All Access with Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol on your voice of the Cardinals, KMOX.
Our conversation with Mike Claiborne is sponsored by Rawlings. Visit the Rawlings experience at Westport.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Claibs pinch hitting for Ricky Horton. Claibs, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great. I'm enjoying this off day, the first one we've had in 20 games. Just listening to the rainfall and just chilling.
Nice, brother.
It's a good day.
It's been
a good day.
It's been a crazy, like, what would you say, Claibs? Like 2 months where it was like 17 or 18 straight games.
Yeah.
Or 18 games in 17 days to close out the part before the All-Star break. And then you had the break, and then it's 20 straight days right out of the gate.
Yeah, MLB does a lot of things. Scheduling is one of the things they're not very good at. In having these games bunched up like this. And really it comes down to the fact because you play everybody now, you have to play the game. There isn't a makeup game down the road. You have to stay as long as you can. And it really can throw a team for a loop. And, we had to deal with that coming out of the All-Star break. The off day we were scheduled to have, we had to come back and play Arizona Diamondbacks. So, everybody deals with it. You listen to the Yankees guys, and they complain about it as well. But, it comes with the territory. And it's one of the reasons why when they talk about players, they make a lot of money. Well, it's little things like this is why they get paid along with the skill set.
So I have a couple thoughts, then I'll shut up. My first thought I shared with the guys on Monday. I want to run it by you, Claibs. When I saw Nolan Arenado and Lars Nootbaar in an Arizona Diamondbacks uniform, and I'm not making a joke, I really mean this, they looked 80% less cool. The Cardinals uniform and the Cardinals tradition just makes all the guys look cooler. That's a hill I'm going to die on.
You might be on to something. Because, the Diamondbacks have like about 9 different uniforms. it just depends on what day of the week it is. And then the one great thing about the Cardinals, Yankees, those teams don't change. I mean, the uniforms don't change. It's who we are, and that's why we're cool, because we don't need to change in order to impress anyone. The tradition that's been set by all the great players before now is why it makes it a cool uniform. And I always think, like when the All-Star game takes place, they introduce players, and when a Cardinal player comes out of the dugout for introduction, it's just something about that look that's different.
My second thought is, and I think you guys will get this too, I love baseball analysis. I love dipping my toe in it. I love listening to you guys do it. I listen to all the shows. I'm coming in Sunday to sit in with Tommy on Sports in a Sunday. I love it. But now that we're past the trade deadline and it's fun to talk about when Baez is coming up and such. But you know what else is fun? Having a hot dog and a beer and just friggin' enjoying baseball.
Yeah. I mean, it's what we do. And it's something about, when you get to the ballpark, you smell the food, and people that line up for a nice cold frosty one, as Mike Shannon used to say. And it's just certain traditional things that you do that you only do at a baseball game. And
so true.
Maybe it's the time of the year, or just maybe the tradition has come with it, but it's something that there's nothing like it. And I don't want to take anything away from the other sports, because they have their traditions too, but it's something about a baseball game and the fact that some people come to watch, some people come to just talk, some people come to learn, and, just like scorekeeping, everybody keeps score differently. And I don't know if that's the same in other sports, but it's something about baseball that just separates itself. Maybe because we've been around it all of our lives, and we grew up on it, and our families grew up on it, and it's been a great tradition to maintain.
I've always found it interesting too, Claibs, and it's not, look, nothing's better than when your team is really good, right? When they're a contender.
Yes.
Like, there's nothing better than that. But to be clear, baseball is still fun. Every sport is still fun, even if your team's not great. Like, it's still a show.
You're right.
It's still competition. It's still entertainment. It doesn't have to be an Oscar-winning movie to be an enjoyable movie.
I couldn't agree with you more. And I think that, if you're the casual fan, it's fun, but it's hard. This is a hard sport to play. And the people who play it, most of them are really, really good. They're better than us. And I always, tip my cap to those who play, whether it's one inning or one at bat. This is something I know I'll never do at that level, but it's a lot of fun to watch because, I'll give you a good example. Baseball, everybody has a different batting stance, okay? And whether you mimic somebody you watch growing up or, you just feel comfortable with that. And it just seems like it's a unique sport with regard to how you approach it because people look at different things in a game, whether it's does this guy have a good fastball or how far can this guy hit it, or how good is this guy defensively. I mean, there's a lot of different nuances to the game that people come to watch, and you may not be watching the same thing.
Yeah.
Clip, I have a question for you. I really enjoyed...
Let's go to the phones, and I believe Dave is standing. Is this Dave? Dave, you're on the air. First-time caller, long-time listener?
I really enjoyed the last few days listening to you do the play-by-play, something I've never done, something I'll never do, but I'm a broadcaster. And just could you sort of talk me through what that's like? It's different for everyone, obviously, but for you, what that's like to sit behind the KMOX mic and call a game?
You know what? It's one of the most special things I've ever done because I grew up in St. Louis, and I had the chance to listen to Harry Carey and Jack Buck and Mike Shannon and John Rooney, and to sit in that chair and be able to give the description and account of the game like these guys would do. It's one of the most humbling things I've ever done in my life, and I truly cherish it. Whether I'm working with John or whether I'm working with Ricky, I mean, we have a good time and we have a lot of fun with it. But I think the fact that listening to it all my life and then now being part of that tradition is something, man, that I will always cherish.
And the best call last night was Ivan Herrera's crazy throw to second base.
What in the hell is going on here? We looked at each other, and I know he was trying to make a play, but it was one of those things where as soon as he went into his contortion to try and get the ball, and I'm saying to myself, this may not end well. Now, the best thing about it was the run didn't score, but it created a real. It was. You hope this wasn't going to be how the game was decided.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Based on the outcome of the game and the outcome of that inning, it's funny, right?
Yeah.
But you lose that game by that one run crossing the plate. It's not funny anymore, and it's a bigger negative story. And it gets to the point that, like, he's not a catcher. And that's not a play that most catchers can make, but a catcher should know they can't make that play.
That's why they're good catchers, because they know put it in your pocket and let's get them on the next pitch.
Like Yachty could make that play. Yachty's one of the guys who could make that play.
No.
But there's like 4 catchers in the league that could make that play.
And maybe 5 people on the planet, and we just don't know who that other person is. And it was a head scratcher. And it's in New York, and it was just kind of helter skelter. I'll tell you a quick story. So Wednesday night after the game, we go to this little place, and I'm going up the stairs. And I'm looking at this guy, and I'm like, that's Reggie Jackson.
Huh. Mm.
And so I go over, and we'd met before, but I reintroduced myself to him, and he said, "Oh yeah, you're Bob Gibson's guy," and Joe West. And so I said, "Yeah, you and I did a podcast together a couple of years ago with Joe West," and he said, "Is he still alive?" Yeah, he's still alive. So he comes in to this place, and Ollie's there, and so I introduced him to Ollie. And so Ollie looked at him, and, they talked, and, and Ollie reminded me, he said, I never had a chance to see him play. I was a kid, and I never saw him play in his heyday. And then he said, now, let me get this straight. He hit 563 home runs. And the reason why Ali asked me is because Ali was bigger than him. Huh. But he was so gracious with his time, you hear these stories about how he can be. But he was so cool. And Kevin and Dave, you guys may remember when he reeked cool when he was in his heyday.
Yeah.
Reggie. And he in New York just they matched like a glove, and it was just so cool to hang out with him. And that's one of the great things about the game, where you just never know who you're going to run into and meet that you may be looked up to or really appreciated how well they play the game.
Yeah, Reggie's fun, because you think back to when he was playing and people, he kind of had that public image of, he's kind of a jerk or he's arrogant or whatever. And, he probably was in his 20s and 30s, right? And then he grew up like the rest of us. And you become. Yeah. But I'll tell you the cool side story on Reggie. Reggie loves sports radio. Or at least he did back in the day. He's still a huge fan of sports. You're right. You're absolutely right. He would call my show, not my show specifically, but our network. Like he called one time, and my producer gets on the talkback. He goes, "This guy on the line says he's Reggie Jackson, and he kind of sounds like him, but I don't know if it's really Reggie Jackson. Should we do it?" I'm like, let's see what happened. It was really him. He just called in to talk baseball, which was so cool.
But he knows the other sports too, and that's what's mind-boggling about him. Here's some breaking news. Aaron Judge makes Jordan Walker size-wise look like a teenager.
He's so big.
Let me tell you, I talked to him for a couple of minutes, and we shook hands. And when he let my hand go, the blood started to recirculate from my elbow. I never, and I've been around him before, but. And then, I'm looking at Jordan Walker, who's the biggest Cardinal to ever put a uniform on. But this Aaron Judge is from another planet, man. I mean, he goes 270 easy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's kind of like LeBron-like as far as his dimensions are concerned. And you just think, what he can do with a bat in his hand. And he said he's going to play this year. So we'll see what happens with them. But it was a good time to be on the road in both Toronto and certainly New York.
Very cool.
Yep, good times.
All right, my buddy, enjoy your day
off.
off.
What you guys have going this weekend?
Man, I got my daughter back in town. She was gone all summer. She comes back tonight, and other than that, I got nothing. You want to do something?
Come to the ballpark. Let's hang out.
Let's do it.
Colorado's in town.
All right, pal.
Should be some fun. All right, let me know. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.
All right, glad to see you, buddy.
Okay.
Cardinals fans, this is Ricky Horton. Have you ever had a dream of meeting your favorite former Cardinals? You can make those dreams come true all season long with St. Louis Cardinals alumni experiences. You can join me and other former Cardinals players at events including Cardinals Conversations, Fans at Bat, Turn 2 with Ozzy, Cardinals Kids Clinics, and Cardinals Fantasy Camps. Don't miss your chance to make lifelong memories. Visit cardinals.com/alumni for more information.
If you're craving baseball conversations about your favorite players, alumni, and franchise memories, you'll love that Cardinals Magazine is dedicated to the stories that matter most to you. From Gold Gloves to championship rings, from the Wizard and Willie to Albert, Yachty, Uncle Charlie, and well beyond. Their careers define our pages. Treat yourself or a friend to a subscription today at cardinals.com/magazine. Cardinals Magazine, past, present, and future, it's all here.
So there is no one-size-fits-all type of deal at Lombardo Homes. Lombardo is truly custom. You will truly get exactly what you are looking for when you build a home with Lombardo Homes. So you can either build on your own lot with their Anywhere Lombardo program, or you can move to one of their communities, which are just painstakingly designed. They're so gorgeous. And right now, Lombardo is excited to introduce 2 brand new opportunities in St. Charles County: Crooked Creek at Cottleville Trails and South Point Estates in Wentzville.
As I always say, I've been with Lombardo from the very beginning. I know them very well. They're great people. Don't quote me on this because I could be wrong. But I swear I saw an article just the last couple of weeks saying that it is now about the same or maybe even a little less expensive to build than to buy an existing home in a lot of communities. Not sure how that translates to St. Louis, but it's certainly not like it used to be where it's like, well, it's going to be, $200,000 more if we're going to build. So now you're able to get exactly what you want, exactly where you want it for a really, really good price. They're not going to expect you to put money down the first time they meet you. Make them convince you that they're the right builder. Go to LombardoHomes.com.
The 3-2 pitch with the runner going a swing.
Ready to elevate your game? Join the MBA Sportscasters Forum on Tuesday, September 15th in St. Louis. Learn from Cardinals beat reporters, broadcasters, and Hall of Famer John Rooney as they break down play-by-play, reporting, interviewing, and covering the game. Then cap off the day with the Cardinals versus Giants at Busch Stadium. Step into the booth. Sharpen your skills. Go to KMOX.com/events for details and registration.
It's 2:47. This time check is sponsored by Paramount Men's Medical Center.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Brew, and I feel like everything in my life depends on being connected. Whether I'm uploading a video, hopping on a call before my show, or video chatting with my family back in Michigan, I never have to think about my Wi-Fi. And that's why Xfinity stands out. You get the most reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi with the best equipment at one price for 5 years guaranteed. No contracts or commitments. Plus, you can get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Use of fiber or coaxial cable. Learn more at xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
What do parents think of back to school at Staples, where 24-pack Crayola crayons are just 50 cents?
Staples has folders, notebooks, and pens at great prices.
I'm smiling from ear to ear.
It's the most wonderful time.
Mom, I missed the bus of the year.
It's a wonderful time at Staples, where school supplies start at just 25 cents. Staples. That was easy. Visit your local Staples today or shop online and in the app. Ends 9/12. Exclusions apply.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Teachers, healthcare workers, first responders, and military, this one's for you. Scott Credit Union's Community Heroes program offers special financing on homes, autos, and more. It's our way of saying thanks. Visit scu.org today. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 415767. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX. Janelle will be here next. We'll talk about the Odyssey. We'll talk about movies, entertainment, and such. So, there's always some internet thing like, what would you do for $1 million? Here's the latest one. How many inches of height would you give up for a certain amount of money? And the categories are give up 2 inches for $300,000, 4 inches for $750,000, 6 inches for $2.5 million, 10 inches for $50 million.
I'm giving up 6. That's a win-win for me because then I have $750,000 and I'm 5'1".
Right.
I can wear heels every day. Dude, yes.
Yeah.
But it is going to be different for women. I fully acknowledge that. But as someone who did always wish they were a bit more petite, yeah, this is nothing but wins for me.
So for you, it'd have to be how many inches would you add?
Not really, because I mean, it's like for 7. Well, maybe I wouldn't add 6 inches for 7. I might do like the 2 inches for the $250,000.
Wheels?
I don't know. I mean, now I would answer, sure, why not take that? I'd take the $2.5 million or whatever. Is that what it was?
Totally.
Now, but if you asked 18-year-old me is like, shut up, dude, no way.
Yeah, no, it's
We're gonna be a millionaire by
Like
then. Anyway.
now,
We don't even
now
need
it's like
that money,
now
dude.
it's like I don't care. It's fine. I wouldn't change my life even a little bit.
for real. At 61 years old, take 10 inches away. Let's say
I don't know if I'm willing to go
say
that
I'm
far.
5'10", I end up 4'10". I'm just a novelty. I'm just Yoda Dave.
That's 12 inches.
I wasn't gonna correct him.
So it's even better.
You'd be 5 feet tall.
You get an extra 300 grand.
That's fine.
Now I would be 4'10". I don't think I'm okay with that.
I'd be dunking on you.
Yeah, well, everybody would be.
Andrew?
I mean, 2 inches is like not even a thought.
Right.
That's
No thought.
nothing.
Agreed.
That's nothing. For 300K, get out of here. From there, you don't really know because you got to think about there are practical difficulties to being much shorter.
Yeah. I can buy a step stool.
Difficulties for reaching, difficulty for driving, just general difficulties.
Get myself a booster seat.
life is tough when you're smaller.
I would actually
That's
think
true.
that this should be framed better. This should be framed though as a percentage of your height and not just straight up. Because if you're 6'8", what do you care about giving up 6 inches? You're still tall. Versus an average sized person, well, now you're like a munchkin. No, I would feel that way.
Would you be even angrier if you were 4'10"?
I mean, I'd just be Wolverine. Wolverine's like 5'2", right?
Yeah, he's a little taller than that, but
I mean, in the comics, not in the movies.
no, that's what I mean. Like in general, I think he's maybe 5'4", 5'5".
All right with that.
Have a list here of the most unusual baby names from 2025. Want to hear them?
Yeah.
For girls, Tsunami, Maybelline, Infant Girl, Aloe, Mattel, Earth, and Ethereal. For boys, Papa.
That's hilarious to call your little 6-month-old baby. Come here, Papa.
Pretty cute. 3.
3?
The number.
Okay.
Gator.
These all sound like dog names.
I know a couple
and
of
these are
gators.
all names that people actually like registered named. Demon.
What?
Oh, come on.
Billion.
All right.
Corduroy and Rayon.
I like corduroy.
No.
There was a children's book called Corduroy. The little bear. He lived in a department store. You guys ever heard of it?
Mm-mm.
He loses his button off of his overalls.
You said he loses his butt.
He loses his button.
Couple fun facts.
Yeah.
I knew this. I hadn't thought of it in a long time. The Beatles were once in talks to star in a Lord of the Rings movie with Paul as Frodo, Ringo as Sam, George as Gandalf, and John as Gollum. They even approached Stanley Kubrick, who tacitly agreed to direct it, but Tolkien said no.
Why did I think you were going to say they approached Stanley Tucci?
And perfumes were originally put near the door at department stores to cover the smell of horse manure and car exhaust from the streets.
Oh.
Makes sense. They
Kind of
go into
interesting.
that in corduroy. Just kidding.
Where he loses his butt.
Tell you guys about BioBalance Health and Dr. Kathy Maupin, and I know how this goes. You're going to hear this message over and over again, be like, oh, here he goes again, and it's going to mean nothing to you. And then one of these days, just like what happened with me 8 years ago, sitting at breakfast with Dr. Maupin, she said, you need to come see me. Something's going to trigger. You're going to go to the gym and not be able to bench press what you used to. You're going to have a romantic getaway and no romance. Something is going to move you to say, well, I'm willing to at least get my blood drawn. That's all you have to do. Get a blood test, which we set up for you, make it as easy as possible. They're going to, Dr. Maupin, Dr. Rachel Sullivan, read your results. They never just go, okay, pull your pants down. Let's put these pellets in. You have decisions to make. If it's not testosterone, they'll help you work out what it might be, work with your GP. But if it is, as an 8-year veteran of this, I can tell you it's all true. It really does make a big difference every possible way. Right next door is BioBalance Skin. Want to keep your face looking as young as you can without anything jacked up or permanent. Go to biobalancehealth.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years.
I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. But at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited everything for just $35 a line. That's $35 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction and get unlimited everything for just $35 a month. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit Consumer Cellular online or in-store today. Price includes $5 credit for autopay and e-billing. Taxes and fees apply. Data speeds reduced after 35 gigabytes. Rankings done by 2025 ACSI survey.
I love days like these at the pool, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. I'm ready to make a splash with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza. Skyrizi is a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. At 4 months, most people saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe, and many were even 100% plaque-free. People also saw significant improvement in psoriasis symptoms of pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now there's nothing on my skin thanks to Skyrizi, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
You've pictured it, the garage door that finally makes your home look the way you want it to. And now get $500 back on a qualifying garage door with the Overhead Door Home Refresh Rebate. Qualifying purchase must be made by September 13th. Let Overhead Door Company of St. Louis upgrade your curb appeal and get you up to $500 back. Schedule a free estimate at overheaddoorsstlouis.com. Select models. Rebate paid as a Visa prepaid gift card. Restrictions apply. See website for full terms.
St. Louis City SC and Schnucks are teaming up once again for our annual week-long food drive this Wednesday, August 5th through Tuesday, August 11th. Visit your local Schnucks to donate non-perishable food items benefiting Operation Food Search. And join us Thursday, August 6th at the Lindenwood Schnucks on First Capitol Drive in St. Charles for a chance to donate and meet a few City SC players. Join the effort to help City SC and Schnucks kick hunger in our city. Find out more at stlcitysc.com.
This is the Dave Glover Show on 104.1 FM, KMOX. Who's been talking about St. Louis sports since 1985? Bernie Miklasz.
One thing I can absolutely swear to about Ollie Marmol, Ollie welcomes being challenged. You're a fan and there's something that he does that bugs you, tell it to him directly. You don't have to hide behind some stupid name. You don't have to be a coward. Just ask him directly.
Bernie Miklasz. Hear what he has to say on the voice of the Cardinals, KMOX. Celebrating 100 years of informing and entertaining. KMOX AM St. Louis, KMOX FM Hazelwood, the voice of St. Louis.
At 3 o'clock, we've got rain in the region. It is 77 degrees right now downtown at the Arch. Missouri's annual back-to-school sales tax holiday is this weekend. Joe Don Cheney of the Department of Revenue says many things are exempt, but there are exceptions.
So they can go to our website at dor.mo.gov, and they can pull up and just type in back to school, and they can get a list of items. Another way would be to, when you're checking out, make sure that you look at your receipt.
The sales tax holiday begins at 12:01 a.m. and ends at midnight Sunday. In Illinois, the temporary tax break runs from August 7th to August 16th. That national salmonella outbreak tied to jalapenos hitting close to home. Health officials say 30 people in Illinois and 13 in Missouri have gotten sick. The imported peppers ended up at Chipotle and Qdoba. Both chains have already pulled them. Missouri's primary election brought strong turnout and heavy interest in several statewide ballot issues. MissouriNet asked Secretary of State State Denny Hoskins how the election process went across the state.
No significant issues were reported across the state. Just a few electioneering calls and complaints. Maybe somebody was electioneering too close to the door or things like that. But overall, it was a very successful election.
33% turnout statewide. There's still so much to do when it comes to tornado cleanup, says Congressman Wesley Bell, who won his primary Tuesday. He says he's worked hard with the Missouri delegation to get FEMA funds to help with almost $2 billion in damages, but reforms are needed, he says, in how that money is given out.
What we see is that the disaster relief process in this country is broken. It needs to be overhauled and reformed. Currently, the sole arbiter of whether disaster relief is allocated is with the president. And if you disagree with the president, you can appeal, and that appeal goes to the president.
From ABC News, a surprising announcement this afternoon as longtime Senator Mitch McConnell's staff confirmed the 84-year-old has been discharged from a rehabilitation center. ABC's Stephen Portnoy.
What's important to point out here is that it's been nearly 2 months since his Senate colleagues last saw Mitch McConnell. He was hospitalized on June 14th for reasons that were not initially disclosed. About a month later, on July 12th, his office said that he was hospitalized because of a fall that left him briefly unconscious. He also said he had to deal with a mild case of pneumonia. Now we are being told that the 84-year-old senator has been released from rehab and will continue recovering at home.
Senate Majority Leader John Thune called recent reports about U.S. military running low on key munitions concerning.
It's always a dangerous situation when we've got these debates about military funding get politicized. And unfortunately, that's what's happened this year.
The St. Louis Blues say going to full free over-the-air broadcast simply wouldn't bring in enough cash to keep the team competitive. While NHL markets like Vegas, Florida, and Nashville are shifting games to local stations, Blues officials tell the Business Journal that ad revenue alone falls short. The team is instead pushing for a pay TV and streaming deal similar to Cardinals.TV, though they hope to air up to 15 games over the air this season. Let's get an update now. The St. Louis Business Index will take you to Stiefel and Bob Beckman. Bob?
Thanks, Michael. All major markets were down. The Dow Jones Industrial Average down 463 points at 53,885. The S&P down 1357 at 7709. The Nasdaq down 1182 at 26,351. For local stocks, the Bloomberg St. Louis Index was down 1277 at 1777. And for the biggest gainers, Amdocs up 383 at 5912, Charter up 427 at 157.44. For biggest decliners, Centene down 280 at 64.19. Energy was down also at down 21.54. Are down 99 cents at 21.54. And then finally, Stiefel Financial down 92 cents at 83.39. This has been Bob Beckman with Stiefel, member SIPC and New York Stock Exchange. For more information on Stiefel, visit our website at stiefel.com.
Watch out for a crash on 6440 in the center lane. 6440 going east at Shoto. That's in the center lane. We've also got a crash on 70 east at Cypress. That's got the right 2 lanes closed. We've got a stalled vehicle 55 north at Butler Hill on the right side. Emergency vehicles 370 east at 94. The right lane there is closed.
We'll be dealing with a changeable sky as we go through our afternoon, along with scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms. Nothing really severe, but there could be some brief heavy downpours of rain. 85 for the high. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, some scattered showers and thunderstorms around 72. Friday, partly sunny, a couple of showers and thunderstorms around, kind of fading as we go through the day and into the evening. 88 degrees. The weekend continues to look dry, though there's a warm-up on the way. Saturday, sunny, 89, 90 degrees. Sunday, sunny, and up to 93. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM. KMOX.
Sponsored by i3 Broadband. With the kids home for the summer, your house is a digital zoo of gaming and streaming. Switch to i3 Broadband and upgrade your summer. Head over to i3broadband.com/radio today or call 866-806-5485 to upgrade, because life runs better on fiber, and i3 Broadband is here for you. We've got rain in the region, 77 degrees downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX. A few minutes past 3 p.m. Kind of a cloudy, misty day out there right now. Janelle is here with us. She's here every Thursday at 3 p.m. We talk about movies and entertainment. You can follow her on social media, see her movie reviews on TikTok under Holy L, E-L-L-E. Well, we have to start with this. I don't know if you know this, but Jelly Roll's taken 2 years off.
I heard.
So,
do we know where he's at yet?
We know.
Nobody's tracked him down?
I'm still at the
There's no
crossroads.
Jelly Roll tracker?
No one knows.
Ugh.
He's in the wind.
Disappointing.
He's
Is he
in
leaving
the
a trail?
He's in the wind.
Follow the jam.
Oh, boy. One of these days he's going to come back. I'm just going to be like, no! Man, that was a sweet 2 years.
Well, I feel like when a celebrity announces they're going away like this,
right?
It's like when people get on Facebook and they're like, "I'm deleting all
Right.
social media,
Yeah.
so say your goodbyes," and then 3 days later they're back.
How many hundreds of email have you received saying, I will never listen to the show again? And then the next day you get another email. I can't believe you said that.
And the responses are always online from people who are just roll their eyes is like, you're not an airline. You don't have to announce your departure.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
So
this isn't an airport.
Nope. Just go
You're
ahead.
Free to leave.
Bye-bye.
I'm not sure if Ronnie's always does this, but last night the movie started at 6:20 and the movie started at 6:20. Like the trailers were all before that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
I know.
Usually it's a 15-minute trailer.
Yeah.
Trailer window. Yeah.
'Cause I knew it was like a 3-hour movie, so I'm doing the math, how long it's by the
Right.
time I'm going to get home. And I'm like, oh, they're not going to start this thing until 6:40, 6:20. Boom,
Right.
done.
Wow.
They're going.
Maybe it's just to try to crank more of those out. Those 15 minutes add up.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just trying to crank more and more.
Yeah.
Because I know that they're. How full was the theater?
Great question. Pretty. Maybe
Yeah.
completely, but
Okay.
I was not really clocking
Sure.
much. So, but it was pretty full.
Yeah, it's on its way. We figured it would go past a little bit past $1 billion, and that's. I mean, like Spider-Man's already done $1 billion, so it's heading towards $2 billion.
Don't you feel like Odyssey will do great on streaming too? People.
Oh
don't
yeah,
wanna-
that was one of the things that I had said when I had seen it was to echo what you said is when it does end up on streaming, no matter at what point that movie will be on, I'll watch it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it won't matter where it starts, where you catch it. It'll be like, oh, let's turn that on.
And Nick and I were doing the traditional parking lot analysis of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I said was, I'm like, look, I don't mind it being 3 hours. And it was a very quick 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not suffer.
No.
But I would love to have seen it maybe for the first time. And I could be wrong about this, but like a 3-episode miniseries, just because there was so much packed in there.
Sure.
That I would love a little time to let it settle.
I agree, but only if he is the one that directed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yes,
I
yes,
don't know
yes.
that he is, despite what some people think about Christopher Nolan, he is one of our generation's greatest directors. Yes. And he knows the right cinematographers to hire, the right, he always composes with Ludwig Göransson.
The score.
Yeah. Which he made him score it with materials that would only be able to be found during that time. He
That
did
makes
not
sense.
let him use modern day
Wow.
instruments. So, yeah, it was a lot of banging of
Yes.
of just like you said, just materials that he could. What I would love to see is the making of, because I've seen so many like clips and things that went into the making of that movie that I would be interested in the making of that, because the dolphin that we see that pops out of the water, apparently that was just happenstance.
Just happened.
Yeah. Like I said, again, the puppetry that they use in the cave is amazing.
Yeah.
That's just, I would love to see how they put together the score, just all that. I think it's fascinating.
Yeah, I said this. I'm sure you heard it. But I really thought Elliot Page was a small part of the movie, but I thought he was one of the best parts of the movie. I mean, it was like that through line, which I've not read the Iliad and the Odyssey, so I knew Sinon was in there.
Sure.
And Andrew said no, they added that.
Right.
But what a brilliant move, because that was sort of like the thread from beginning to end, that whole story.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson was my favorite character because he's just so hateable.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
He had a blast.
And yes, he had a very fun time being hateable in that movie, but he's just so good. And Matt Damon is he does give a performance that you do forget legitimately that it is Matt Damon in that movie.
I wanted to ask you, so when I was doing this with Andrew when I first came in, I said I'd only seen Agamemnon. And then when he started talking, I was like, oh, I wish you weren't talking, because it just didn't. It didn't.
He wasn't aura farming at that point.
And then when they showed him with his shirt off from behind, I'm like, oh, again, that's a miss right there. But Andrew's theory is it was like a Wizard of Oz thing, that they wanted to show him looking not buff to juxtapose against his menacing,
the big shoulder pads and the thing.
Yeah, because that's how he thinks of himself in that story. And, in the Trojan War and what he's doing and his righteousness to war and stuff, and that he's kind of hateable by his troops. And, it is, a lot of them do, like Achilles, I think, does things to irritate him because he doesn't respect being there. So it's like he is a paper tiger in that movie. So they do represent that well, as far as he gives off this great aura, but when it comes down to it, I'm not going to spoil what happens to him in the end, but that's kind of right for his character, for what he ends up.
I mean, I know it wasn't like the movie Troy wasn't nearly as accurate, but it did depict that very clearly, that nobody liked Agamemnon.
No.
I feel like this guy's just is hungry for his own power, and that's why Achilles hated him.
Yeah, it was a 10-year war. They were tired. They were wiped out. They didn't understand why they were there just for a girl.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't there for just a girl, but yeah, they do a great job. Like I said, he's very much a paper tiger, and he's like gives off all this bravado, but ultimately in the end, he's nothing kind of without.
Andrew and I were also discussing, both of us having a touch of claustrophobia, that the scenes in the horse.
Yes, that did not look fun, right?
Yeah, again,
I don't want to give anything away.
Right. But like again, with the behind the scenes, have you heard John Bernthal talk about it?
Yeah.
And that the water was freezing, and they were freezing in there, and he was shaking, and that he had to sit with his hands like this and not move. And Christopher Nolan was like, do you need us to take a break? And he's like, you're not going to break me, Christopher. You're not going to. Because he didn't want to be the one that like ended the scene and what they needed to do. But it was accurate because he had them half submerged in the water, filming all of that in the ocean. Yeah, so it's incredible. It's incredible.
I love John Bernthal and everything. He was the only actor last night that I was pretty aware it was John Bernthal.
Yeah, because he kind of always sounds like John Bernthal.
Yeah,
it was like the Punisher was Menelaus.
Yes,
you kind of was. I was sitting there and waiting for him to let me tell you something.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, that's. But luckily, he's only in it for, just almost everybody's just in it for a heartbeat, except for like a lot of the main characters. But one of my other favorites was Samantha Morton when she was Cersei.
Oh, man. Great.
Yeah. And
she was great.
Even then, they said those effects in that movie were practically it's incredible.
I had to watch it like kind of looking away.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It is an uncomfortable scene, but I would love to know how they did the changing of them into animals and back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What else have you seen recently?
The other night we saw One Night Only, which is lovingly called The Sexual Purge by anybody who knows what the trailer is about. And it's how it's like an autocratic or like an authoritarian government puts out this law that there's no premarital sex ever. You get a tattoo on your wrist, and it lights up if you're close to somebody of the opposite sex, and your hormones start going crazy. but premarital sex is outlawed except for one night every year from 7 to 7. And you would think that a movie with this kind of subject matter, they would really go in for the joke in, like, I'm blanking on what's the one with, Superbad.
Yeah.
They really go in for it is really crude. It is really dirty.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think a movie with this type of subject matter, it would just really go in. I'm not saying like I'm advocating for just full nudity and do it. But if you're going to have a movie about sex being illegal for 12 hours, like go in. The riskiest thing you see in this movie is LeVar Burton wrapped in bubble wrap. And it's... You know, it's just it was kind of disappointing because you're just like this. It's just too cutesy, and you don't need. And it's a rom-com, and it's great. And those things usually aren't my type of movies, anyways. But if you're going to do it, like let's go for the joke. Let's really go for the. Let's not do for the wink and the.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I mean, like Monica Barbaro, she's charming. She can have chemistry with a paper bag. Callum Turner is tough. Bless his heart for snagging Dua Lipa because that boy, he just does not come across as charismatic on screen at all.
Interesting.
So,
what do you know about Wicker Man? I mean, besides the obvious.
You've seen the
I've seen it all.
The British trailer.
Yes.
Oh, maybe not.
There's a Wicker weenie.
Yeah. So it's. I mean, Alexander Skarsgård will do any. That family is just nuts.
Yeah.
So. You know, bless his heart. The one we were all talking about earlier is the one with Robert Pattinson, again, coming out later this year as him playing Chris Hansen in an A24 movie. And I think it kind of delves into, I know there's a documentary out there about Chris Hansen and the effects that Dateline had on society and just good and bad. And I think they're going to kind of go and lean into that direction as far as showing that there were things that, even though Dateline had a good hook and it was, I mean, for the greater good of whatever they were doing, they did have some missteps that really did screw with people's lives. So I hope they're going in that direction. And it's A24, so you know it's going to be a little weird and a little trippy.
Yeah.
But Robert Pattinson he's bringing it all this year. He's played everything.
Is this a Mandela effect for me? Did Chris Hansen get in trouble at some point?
I think by proxy of the show and a case that had happened on the show.
Oh, so he didn't do anything?
No, it was just him going in kind of for the kill and whether or not it was worth it, and he should have done it for that. So, I highly recommend the documentary. The documentary was great on it because it doesn't really hold just the thought of it being just a greater good of it, like, oh, of course, well, we're getting child predator off the street. This is a great thing. That there were some dark things to it that didn't go right.
I think I'm kind of opposite from what I would intuitively think people are like when it comes to someone my age. I would think would be like, these young actors, they're blah, blah, blah. Give me Henry Fonda. I'm the opposite. I'm so tired of my generation's actors. I can't see Tom Hanks in One More Thing. I can't see George Clooney one more time. I'm really enjoying the Zendayas and the Tom Hollands and the Pat just because they're fresh, they're new.
Yeah. Oh, it's. I think it's great to watch people at like so good at that age coming out. Like you've got Florence Pugh, who you can put her in anything, and I think she's fantastic. Andrew Garfield, even this Jacob Elordi, who's going to be in, like, I think it's. Lord of War or War of Dogs or something. Dogs of War is coming out.
Lord Dog.
Lord of War Dogs.
Lord of War Dogs. Some zombie apocalypse movie. I really look forward to seeing all of them in things. Especially when they're great.
Yeah.
You know, you got Timothée Chalamet who's in everything. But I mean, it like we were talking about earlier, you're not hearing the criticisms of Robert Pattinson being in everything like you were Pedro Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
But Robert Pattinson's in 4 movies this year.
Yeah.
I think Pedro Pascal was in 3 and people where everybody's complaining.
But it was TV shows too, right?
I feel like
that wasn't even included.
I feel like I only see Robert Pattinson in when he's acting.
Okay.
Pedro Pascal, I'm not saying he's thirsty, but I just saw him everywhere. You know,
but is that his fault?
Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure how much.
Like if
he puts
cameras
himself
chase me
out
around,
there.
is it my fault if I'm on screen all the time, or is it everybody's hunting me down to?
Yeah, but even if it's not his fault, it still has the same effect. Where you're like,
Yeah.
God, I'm seeing this guy a bunch.
Mhm.
But with Pattinson, I don't feel that way. You can do 4 movies every year. I don't care. See him or I won't.
Yeah.
And Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Your health story is shaped by more than genetics. Everyday choices like nutrition, physical activity, sleep, tobacco use, and routine screenings all play a role in your future health. Sightman Cancer Center's Your Disease Risk helps you understand how family history and lifestyle work together, offering personalized insights to support healthier decisions. Knowing your risk today can help protect your tomorrow. Visit sightman.washu.edu/YDR.
Sometimes historic events suck. But what shouldn't suck is learning about history. I do that through storytelling. History That Doesn't Suck is a chart-topping history-telling podcast, chronicling the epic story of America, decade by decade, from the 18th century to the 20th. Original music and immersive sound design accompany us on our storytelling journey. Listen to and follow History That Doesn't Suck, an Odyssey podcast, available now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Paramount Men's Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Paramount Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Paramount Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 314-720-8444. 314-720-8444. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 314-720-8444.
See more bees, wasps, or hornets around your home? Carpenter bees can damage wood structures, and wasps and hornets often hide nests inside walls. Don't risk getting stung. Let Rottler Pest Solutions protect your home and family. Call Rottler today or visit Rottler.com.
Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. KMOX, the voice of St. Louis.
Welcome back, DGS and KMOX. Dave Murray's up next. Janelle is here with us. After the movie last night, we immediately started analyzing it. And I was just thinking about when performance started, whenever that was.
Sure. You're talking about like Shakespeare on the...
Even before.
Okay.
Like, how quickly was the critic born after the performer said, hey, I'm going to put on something I call a play?
Oh, I would bet immediately. I don't think you have. I think it's like the chicken and the egg kind of argument. Like, I think probably people were already criticizing something, and then something new happened. They were like, now let's criticize that. Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's with what you can't have one without the other.
I just fantasize that there was like a month.
No.
Where they're putting on plays and people are just like, nope. I'm so happy.
No.
It was perfect.
Look at this thing they're doing.
No, because I think that with any true art form.
Can you imagine the first guy to perform? Everyone's like, what the hell's wrong with Ned? You know,
Right.
where he's just like,
what's he doing?
I'm a bison. They're like, Ned's a bison. I don't
Okay,
know.
he's pretending to be.
Good luck, buddy.
And then someone back goes, I've seen better bison.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think, with one goes the other. That was just a natural relationship that formed him.
When you started doing critiquing, how much did you try to learn about the art of being a critic?
Oh, still read books and still watch YouTube videos and will rewatch movies that I have seen previously and see if I can identify things. Because I'm really terrible about like identifying themes in movies. I'm just awful at it, but I'm always striving to be better at it. Just for my own sake. I mean, not that it has anything to do with anybody's, what they should think of my opinion. I do it strictly for myself and just trying to learn it. Because you were talking about earlier, I heard the pretentiousness thing.
Yes.
But do you think that comes from just the recognizing that it is art, that what he did was art? You watch a lot of slop, and I'm not breaking new ground here. You admittedly watch a lot of TikTok.
Yeah.
But TikTok compared to what you just watched, one is art. Now, I love a good smut novel, but when I read The Great Gatsby or The Picture of Dorian
that could be
Gray,
my favorite thing you've ever said. Just the way you said it. No, last night, I can say this. Why wouldn't I be able to say this? But last night, during one of the scenes, I had that thought, oh my God, humans did this.
yes,
Yeah.
he is an artist. That, again, film is an art medium, but not every film is art.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the easiest way to say it, because you're going to watch films. You can watch, you could watch Spider-Man, and now this latest one might be a bad example because it's great cinematography and some of the art direction is amazing. But you could have watched like The Incredible Hulk. It might have entertained you, but it doesn't mean that it's exactly art. It is an art form.
Yeah.
But what he does in The Odyssey is art. His framing of shots and who he hires to make it an art piece is great.
10-second thing, Rach. I saw Harrison Ford interviewed by this kind of younger kid.
This is a great.
And he goes, how stupid did you feel acting the Red Hulk parts? And in typical Harrison Ford, he's real quiet and he leans in and he goes, son, that's what the money's for.
Exactly.
KMOX isn't just a news station. It's where St. Louis has the conversation. The conversations happening around kitchen tables, in offices, at the ballpark, and across our neighborhoods. The things we celebrate, the things we debate, the things that matter. We're talking about you. 104.1 FM, KMOX. Join the conversation. Everyone's welcome.
You know, here in St. Louis, word of mouth still matters, and I'm pretty careful about who I recommend, especially when it comes to something as personal as estate planning. I'm Tom Ackerman. My family has been working with the Lederman Law Firm for over 20 years now, and the reason is simple. They don't just create documents and send you on your way. They help make sure your plan works. Because let's be honest, life changes. Family needs and circumstances change. Laws change. But most estate plans don't change over time as needs, circumstances, and laws change. They're outdated, sitting in a drawer. People assume they're fine, and their plan will work when they need it to work. At the Lederman Law Firm, it's not a one-time transaction. It's an ongoing process. They build a plan to protect your family and your assets, and then for a fixed annual fee, they help keep it up to date as both your life and assets change. Check out the Lederman Law Firm at LedermanLaw.com or give them a call at 314-514-9100. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
Tom's Garage Door. When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
I started my first business at 12 years old, mowing lawns for about $5 a yard. I thought I was crushing it until my buddy down the street undercut me by $2. But he didn't just cut the price, he cut corners too. That's when I learned if you do the job right, people trust you, and integrity beats profit. People care more about how you show up and whether you do what you say you're going to do. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Doors. From garage door repairs to upgrades, we show up, we crush it, and we stand behind every job. We only use the best parts, and the spring's guaranteed to last a lifetime. Because when you care about the people you serve, you work harder, and it shows. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Doors today or schedule online at donsgaragedoors.com. And yeah, we still beat the other guy.
Don's Garage Doors, Don's Garage Doors. When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more. Muni in Forest Park.
Shakespeare meets showbiz in the Muni debut of Something Rotten, a hilarious mashup that closes out the summer on stage August 17th through 23rd. Your seats are waiting at muni.org.
Traffic from the michaelsflooringoutlet.com traffic center.
Well, it could be worse. Storms are sort of moving through the area, and some of them aren't too intense right now, so I guess we're getting a little bit of a break. You got some delays on eastbound 70 right now. There's heavy pockets from the Blanchette Bridge into the Rock Road. We had an accident at Cypress. They cleared it. Still a little slow at that point. And then it's slow again, Hanley to Florissant Road, and it backs up Bermuda into Jennings Station. It looks like we do have an active incident there currently. If you're on westbound 64, Kings Highway headed out through McCausland is heavy, west of Clarkson to Topgolf, but just a little slow at Prospect out west. That looks better than normal. Eastbound 64, Mason to 270 is heavy, 170 into Big Bend, south 170 delays at the Parkway, south 270 from 64 down to Doherty Ferry, slow, and then Tesson Ferry down to 55, southbound Tesson Ferry, 270 to Schuessler, you've got delays. Eastbound 44, Bulls to 270 is heavy, Manchester, west to New Baldwin, we have a crash, there's a short jam up both ways, southbound 55 delays, midway down from M to Z downtown, eastbound 44, from Jefferson up to the Poplars, heavy 64, east of Jefferson, both directions on 64, from the bridge over to about 3rd Street's heavy, and then the usual eastbound backup on 64, 157 to 159. I'm Roger Brand in the michaelsflooringoutlet.com traffic center.
McKelvey Homes is breaking ground on something new in O'Fallon, Strawberry Farms. When McKelvey builds something, they do it right. Visit McKelveyHomes.com to schedule a tour at Strawberry Farms in O'Fallon. Visit McKelveyHomes.com today and move up to McKelvey.
Is life insurance still on your list from earlier this year? Now is the perfect time to just get it done. A buddy told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I added this to my list this year and got it done. I called SelectQuote and was shocked at how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $18 a month. My wife's also 40 and her $5,000 policy was only $16 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, no medical exam was required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Checking this off my list felt great, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-280-5858 for your free quote today. That's 1-800-280-5858. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-280-5858. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
For the last 33 years, you've discovered that at Banner Construction, we pride ourselves on quality craftsmanship. We believe the single most important decision homeowners must make when considering an exterior restoration project is who do you hire. At Banner, we provide well-engineered, meaningful, long-term solutions to transform your home into the pride of the neighborhood. Let us help you fall in love with your home all over again. Call or visit bannerconstruction.com and have a banner day.
Get inside your Redbirds in the 2026 season every Tuesday at noon. It's All Access with Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol on your voice of the Cardinals, KMOX. Now, KMOX weather from the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Desk.
Our segment with Dave Murray, sponsored by McKelvey Homes.
Welcome back, guys. DGS. Janelle's hanging out with us. Dave Murray joins us, 3:35. Hello, Dave.
Hello there.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
My grandson did stand-up paddle today.
Nice. Impressive.
6 years old. Yeah.
Not bad.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. He enjoyed it too.
Is he a little...
I gave him some advice. I said, okay, here's the first thing. This is the only thing you need to know because your balance is great. He's a fairly athletic little kid. I said, don't look down. keep your eyes straight ahead. The moment you look down at the water, you're going to fall off the board.
Mm.
And he was doing it with about 5 or 6 other kids. And the 5 or 6 other kids looked down and they all fell off.
Yeah. Losers. I hope he beat their ass.
Yeah.
Where did this paddling take place?
Newport Harbor.
Nice.
He's going to a camp, half-day camp this week.
Yeah.
Just to get him out of the house.
When Maureen and I were out there seeing Phoebe off, which, by the way, Phoebe's back today.
Oh, good.
You know how the mornings are, like the gray, chilly mornings.
Yep.
And
Marine layer.
And there were people out there in wetsuits surfing at like 7 in the morning. And
sure.
I thought that looks like one of the coolest things I would never do. Like I'm just not built that way, but man, that looks fun.
I have tried it a couple of times, and I'm not built for surfing either. In fact, I think I've tried it 3 or 4 times. I've never gotten up on the board.
Huh.
Fallen off plenty of times, but never really got it.
Yeah. So kind of murky today here in St. Louis.
Yeah. It's most of the showers are now sinking to the south. There's still a chance of a shower, thunder shower as we go through the evening and the overnight, but very slim. The bulk of the thunder showers, and they're not severe by any means, are down in southern Jefferson County for the most part and moving away. So tomorrow's one of these days, partly sunny skies, 88. The humidity will be back because we've had a little bit of rain. I'll keep a chance of a spot shower or thunder shower, but very limited. I think we have a lot of dry time. All is quiet Friday night, though the humidity is back. It's summer weekend, sunny skies Saturday, more humid. Temperature-wise, 89. That's still not too bad, but 93, sunny, hot, and humid on Sunday. Hot and humid weather, right around 95 come Monday and Tuesday. And then there's a shot of another backdoor cool front that should push all that out come Wednesday. Long way away, but
even longer away than that, Dave, is next Sunday the 16th, but my band is playing an outdoor gig. Any feel which way it's heading?
I'm sure it will be a great time.
Okay. That doesn't sound good.
there's your answer.
That doesn't sound good.
If this, again, we're talking Wednesday of next week, this front will try to come in. If it gets through and it pushes the heat and humidity to the south, that should hold probably through the following weekend.
Nice. Beautiful.
So we'll keep that in mind.
I'll take it. Rach, you want to do headlines?
It's a long way.
You want to do throwback?
Let's do throwback because we have some good things for Throwback Thursday today. Let's start with 136 years ago. Well, this isn't like a good thing, but it's interesting. In 1890, they first used the electric chair on this day in a prison in Auburn, New York. And they actually botched the first attempt, so they had to do it twice.
Imagine how that conversation went. Like, hey, I have an idea how we could kill people.
Right. Okay. What a great point. Like, okay, so we need to take this person's life.
Yeah.
They've received the death penalty. How should we do it? You guys really landed on we'll strap them to a chair and electrocute them.
Right.
Like
Well, they used to do it by firing squad, right?
Right.
Well, that seems more humane to me.
I'll take that over electrocution.
I guess I don't know enough about it. I mean, I'd rather just have the lethal injection personally, but that didn't exist at that time. I wonder if they just missed too often on the firing squad and you just sit there bleeding for whoever.
Oh, wait a minute. So she says 1830?
90? Did you say 1890, Rach?
1890, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, that's not long after they were electrical motors and stuff were invented. So they're like, you know what? Hey, you know what we could use all of this electricity for?
One of the first 5 things they did.
Okay, another thing that's by no means good, but it is interesting. This is a big throwback day. 81 years ago in 1945, the Enola Gay dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. About 70,000 people died instantly, with another 60,000 dying in the next 4 months. It leveled 90% of the city, and it was the first time the atomic bomb had been dropped on a populated area, first time it was used in warfare. The co-pilot Robert Lewis wrote in his logbook that day, quote, "My God, what have we done?"
Wow.
I just can't imagine what it was like to live through that.
I've watched a couple of really good documentaries, and whatever you think, it's so much worse. And there's a story of that one guy, I forget the gentleman's name, but he was in Hiroshima within a mile of the blast. And he's like, I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going to Nagasaki.
Oh, no.
And he went to Nagasaki. And he was there when they dropped that one, too.
Yeah.
Survived them both.
64 years ago, in 1962, Jamaica became an independent nation within the British Commonwealth. And 61 years ago, in 1965, the Beatles released Help, their 5th album, with their classic hits Ticket to Ride, Help, and Yesterday.
Can I make a point about me? I said this to Nick last night when we were having chicken wings. When you're talking about, what was the last story you just did before that? Oh, don't worry about it.
The Enola Gay?
Yeah, no, it's the one after it. It doesn't matter. Here's
Jamaica.
Jamaica, yes. I didn't know that. I had no idea. I had no idea who owned it and when, blah, blah, blah. And here's my point. As a generalist, it served me very well in this radio job because it's tough to get the puck past me on most things. Like, I probably have heard of it, but my depth of knowledge is troublingly low. It just is.
You're right.
Yeah, like on most topics, you know, I've got my buff things like Gettysburg and Big Point, but if you asked me to discuss most things intelligently for 10 minutes, I would struggle.
I think that's most people.
I was gonna say, I
though.
think
don't
most
think
people do
that's,
that.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily just you. I think that's most people. I think most people have the few things they really like and can talk hours upon, and then they have a general base of knowledge, but then it's pretty surface.
Did you learn more in high school and college? Let's just say about history. Well, you're a bad example because you're a historian. Or since then from like television and movies?
That one. But it's also been 30 or 40 years.
Yeah, I would say anything after high school is where my knowledge, my want
Your
to
love,
learn.
yeah.
And just I can't get enough of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're learning because something interests you, you're going to go deeper than if you're doing it because you have to take a test on Friday.
Right. Yeah. Right. Back to you, Rach.
Yeah, 33 years ago, The Fugitive was released.
Shut up.
33 years ago, 1993.
That's the 90s, man.
That hurts.
Which I have a follow-up to Throwback Thursday that will make us all feel extremely old.
Great. Good.
So we can maybe do that next segment if we run out of time. Just something to look
Looking forward to feeling old.
Yeah.
Something to
I'm going to go
look
get my
forward to.
cane.
28 years ago in 1998, Monica Lewinsky spent 8.5 hours testifying before a grand jury about her relationship with President Bill Clinton. 8.5 hours. Wonder how he felt during that time.
He's over on the side just going,
What's she gonna say?
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
27 years ago in 1999, The Sixth Sense was released, starring Bruce Willis, of course. Haley Joel Osment.
I can't believe there are people who don't think that movie's scary. I thought it was so scary.
Is it supposed to be scary?
I'm going to come in there.
No, genuinely, I didn't think it was a horror film. I thought it was like a drama.
What, a comedy? What
Not a comedy,
it's
but
a
just
mystery.
like a mystery drama kind
There
of
are
deal.
dead people in the kid's tent.
You don't know that till
That's
later.
the scary part. That's the part that scared me.
Yeah.
But it's not like, I'm not like scared the whole time I'm watching it.
Well.
Was Phoebe really scared of it or not scared of it at all? Wasn't there something with her in that
No, the
movie?
story with her, she'd never seen it.
Okay.
And
yeah.
Maureen and Nick and I watched her watch it and not get it until the very end.
Right.
And
That's
I never had that pleasure before.
Right.
So
that's cool.
23 years ago, in 2003, Freaky Friday was released, starring Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. Always enjoyed that movie.
Aren't they making another one?
No,
They already made one.
It was already out.
Oh, that's so bad.
14 years ago, in 2012, NASA landed the Curiosity rover on Mars. I forgot to tell you guys about in my DC trip. I went to the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
It was cool.
Yeah,
The
it's
best-
unbelievably cool.
Best part was you get to touch a part of the moon.
Yeah.
They have a part of the moon you can touch.
Very cool.
And I was just like, why isn't there a line to touch the moon? I didn't understand. I would
Probably
kept
'cause it's been
touching
there
it.
for
I'm
years,
like,
yeah.
The moon right here.
yeah.
What did it
was
feel
so
like?
cool.
Like the
It
moon.
felt like I was touching a moonstone. I felt like the fairy was going to show up.
Got powers now.
Isn't the Smithsonian just like Oh my God.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It was neat. Yeah.
It's wonderful.
You seem underwhelmed.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of Smithsonian.
Well, I say there's a lot of parts to it.
So we went to the Air and Space, and then I really wanted to go to the, it's called the Museum of the American Indian. It's right next door. That one was definitely kind of underwhelming. Yeah. And it makes sense because it's like, well, if we really got into the history of the American Indian.
Yeah. It'd be a much bigger exhibit.
Right. And also, there's not much stuff, I think, that was preserved because if they would have been actively preserving things during the time, they would have had to admit what was going on.
Yeah. Plus, it's probably all over the country, too, those kind of exhibits. Yeah.
But yeah, I was a little bummed that one. It was kind of sparse.
I'm so glad I grew up where you guys did, because I don't know about you two, but Native American culture was a huge thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, growing up
Yeah,
over
especially
there.
with like Pierre Marquette.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, 11 years ago, it was 2015, and Jon Stewart hosted his final episode of The Daily Show, for then anyway, and closed the show with Bruce Springsteen playing him off. Thought this was interesting, too. 11 years ago, also, Hamilton opened on Broadway. That's all I got for you guys. Next segment, if you're interested, we'll do the feeling old
It's
thing.
the old people segment.
You're going to miss out, Dave.
Can't wait.
Way ahead of you. Bye.
It's 3:46. This time check is brought to you by Paramount Men's Medical Center.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Well, this traffic report is a service of Chesterfield Fence and Deck. Got a crash at the end of the acceleration lane coming off 270 onto the eastbound 70, so it's at the end of that merge-on lane. Not causing too much of a problem, but the merge crews are on the scene. There's heavy traffic east of our city to that one. Then the other trouble, I can't see what it is, but I can tell you it's blocking the right lane, either a stall or a crash eastbound 70 at Jennings Station. So eastbound 70 there is a solid jam back to 170. South 170, Delmar down to 64, slow. Westbound 64, Kings Highway out through McCausland's heavy, Clarkson to Topgolf busy. More of a jam approaching Prospect out in the Westplex. Southbound 270, 64 down to Big Bend, 44 to Gravois, and approaching Tesson Ferry to 55. Some busy spots. Southbound Tesson Ferry, 270 to Schussler's backed up. Eastbound 44, east of Bowles to 270, heavy, so that's a bit better. Southbound 55, south of M down towards Z is slow. Eastbound 44, east of Jefferson, up onto the Poplar, both directions, 64 over to 3rd Street are heavy, and then it's backed up eastbound 157 to 159. Chesterfield Fence and Deck is your premier provider of fences, decks, patios, sunrooms, and more. Call them for a free estimate today. Now offering 20% off your next outdoor project. Chesterfield Fence and Deck, chesterfieldfence.com. I'm Roger Brand at the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
And Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
This is the Let's Revitalize Our Neighborhoods commitment. This is the Roll Up Our Sleeves and Pitch In commitment. This is Busey, where our commitment to strengthen our communities is a top priority. Through energetic, engaged volunteers, through monetary support, community leadership, and advocacy. Because Busey is more than a bank that does well, we're a bank that does good. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth, since 1868. Member FDIC.
St. Louis, are you ready to rock? AC/DC is bringing the Power Up Tour to the Dome at America Center Tuesday, September 8th. Hear legendary hits like Back in Black, Thunderstruck, and Highway to Hell, performed live by one of the greatest rock bands of all time. Don't wait on tickets. They're still available at Ticketmaster.com. AC/DC, the Power Up Tour, Tuesday, September 8th. For more information, go to KMOX.com/events.
If you owe the IRS, you have a legal issue, and you need the Lance Drury Law Firm. We'll protect your rights. Log on at LanceDruryLaw.com.
Now at Lowe's, faster quotes start at the Lowe's Pro Desk. Got a material list handwritten on a sticky note or saved as a photo? Perfect. Bring it to us and get a quote in minutes. And if you don't see what you need on the shelf, we'll help you get it. You can access thousands of products beyond what's available in-store or on Lowe's.com, right from the Lowe's Pro Desk. Build quotes faster and source the materials you need to keep your jobs moving. Just like that. at Lowe's.
The best time to recommit to your gut health goals? Right now. Take charge of your gut with Nature Made. Our clinically studied ingredients support digestive health. Digestive enzymes break down nutrients. Probiotic and prebiotic fiber nourish good gut bacteria. And super greens with probiotics empower daily digestive health. Try the full lineup of gut health support from Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Looking for something new? Lombardo Homes is excited to introduce 2 brand new opportunities in St. Charles County. Discover Crooked Creek at Cottleville Trails, featuring stylish new townhomes from the high 300s and access to incredible amenities that make Cottleville Trails one of the area's most sought-after communities. Or find the space you've been dreaming of at South Point Estates, where expansive 3+ acre home sites and top-rated Wentzville schools create the perfect setting for your custom dream home. Visit LombardoHomes.com to learn more about these exciting new communities.
Taking care of yourself should fit into your life, not complicated. Neoviten Original Formula is a complete daily multivitamin designed to support your everyday wellness routine with essential vitamins, minerals, and a natural ingredient blend, all in just 2 daily tablets. Subscribe online at neoviten.com for monthly delivery or shop Neoviten at your local Schnucks and Dearborn. Neoviten Original Formula is physician formulated to fit easily into your everyday routine. All of our vitamins are manufactured in a certified GMP facility in the USA. Neoviten, make nutrition easy.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS 352. Happy Thursday. My band is going to be playing 1 week from Sunday, which is August 16th. We're at Frankie Martin's out in Cottleville, and I believe the hours that the band is playing is 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I'm really excited because it looks like Phoebe may be able to come to the gig.
Oh, fun.
And she hasn't seen me play since she was like 10 or 11.
Wow. That's cool. Exciting.
Yeah. So that's cool.
All right, let's feel old.
Let's do it.
Make us old.
Oh, sorry.
Make us old. Make
That's
us
my
old.
cue. That's my cue. I forgot what we were doing. Okay. Steve sent me this earlier, and I said, it's going with Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, Steve's old.
Did you guys know that Pac-Man was released in 1980, which was 46 years ago?
Sadly, I was playing Pac-Man in the bowling alley arcade in 1980.
The 3 of us, yes, Rachel, we know.
Yeah, we know.
That was kind of crappy.
I didn't know that.
Did you know
I didn't know.
that the Walkman was also released the same year?
Yes.
I didn't know.
We
Nice.
knew.
Thanks, Andrew.
I didn't know.
I wouldn't have known the year, but yeah, the time frame. And
Yeah. I was working at
least with
Senior Donut back
Senior
then.
Donut. Oh,
Yeah. We had a Pac-Man machine.
did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
cool.
Pac-Man was fun for its time.
MTV went on the air 45 years ago.
Jeez.
Thriller was released 44 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So was E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Andrew's favorite movie, with his most adorable
phone home.
Little
What did you say
pal.
he looks like? He's made out of what? Remember that?
No, but I mean,
He said he looked like
turds?
something gross.
No, I think he said he
looks
looked like
he's
he
made
was
of turds.
I mean, turds is the
A
answer.
sentient poop.
Yeah, turds is the answer.
What you said was he looks like he's made out of food that someone already ate.
Well, that would
Oh
be
yeah, that's also turd.
Yeah.
that would be
That was maybe my nice way of saying that.
Yeah, gets to the same conclusion.
I hate that stupid alien so much.
Cheers premiered 44 years ago, 1982, which is so crazy that Frasier was a character on Cheers. Then he wanted on to do Frasier. Then they did the Frasier reboot.
Yeah.
It was on the air for 40 years
Yeah.
as the same wonderful, perfect character.
That means that next year is my 45th high school reunion.
Ooh.
You feel old yet?
Oh, God.
Yeah, you've done your job.
You did the
this
job,
is what I
Rach. You did.
promised.
Congrats.
Many times, a person hires a law firm after an injury without doing research. It can be a big mistake or not. Sometimes, after you have hired a certain lawyer, you realize you made a certain mistake. But guess what? Just because you hire them doesn't mean you can't fire them. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you think you've hired the wrong firm, you may have. So do this. Google Morgan & Morgan results or visit forthepeople.com for cases just like yours. You may find that our full-service injury firm should have been your choice in the first place. Last year, almost 12,000 people discharged their law firm and hired us after further research. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. Visit forthepeople.com today and let's get started. Or call Pound Law on your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
The choice of a lawyer is